Live. Feel free to come in, ask your questions. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. We're going to talk about how to go live with confidence and ease. I want to make sure you are learning and growing. Come on in. We're going to get going in just a few minutes. I want to make sure we get our screen set up for the TikTok streets. Um, your girl is trying to make sure I am taking care of a couple of projects real quick to get my screen set up. Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate the support. Let me know if you guys have questions as you get ready to come into the live stream. So this is my 4 o'clock live. So we're making sure that we are liking and engaging in the live stream. If you are new to my room, feel free to come in. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know how I can best support you all. Um, so feel free to come in and ask your questions, my friends. So we're going to get started in just a few minutes. Again, this is the 4 o'clock live, so we're going to get started with some active engagement in the live on TikTok. You know, guys. Hey, pals, how you doing, friend? Okay, so I don't know if you heard me earlier. I was sharing about the new rules that's going to take effect February 1st, where if you want your channel eligible for monetization, you have to make sure that you get 8,000 watch hours instead of 4,000. So they doubled it. You still need 1,000 subscribers, but you need 8,000 watch hours. So let me know if you heard that. Let me know if you're in the loop on that. So let me know if that's something you've heard. Um, and I was gonna say some more details about it. I want to make sure you're here first. Are you in the loop on that at all, friend? Let me know. And then I'm going to set up my screen while I'm waiting for you to respond back. And I wonder if my ads are still running. So, pause you here. Let me know if you heard about the 8,000 watch hours that's going to take effect to be eligible for the ad revenue for your video content as of February 1st. Let me know if you're on the loop on that. And so I thought about you because I know you're doing your new channel, which is pretty brilliant. So let me know if you are in the loop there and you caught up with me. Well, what does that mean? What in the world? What does all that mean? What? Did you change the language? What happened? What is happening? What am I supposed to do with that? Thank you, friend. I appreciate you. We're going to stay focused, though. Life is hard. Is that what it just said? Is that what it said in Korean? Is that Korean, first of all? What? And you said, no, it's not. No, you hadn't heard about it. You don't know what I'm talking about. It is Korean. Good job. Okay. And that was Life is Hard in Korean. Is that what you just put in my chat? Welcome to the room, everybody. Be sure to give me a thumbs up to like the live. Also, click that subscriber button as well as the bell. I'm telling you, I have chat helping me with an upload plan. Laugh out loud. Okay, gotcha. Okay, well, that's good. So I would say pick up your pace. Pick up your pace. Your channel, I love it. If you could do maybe two videos on average, maybe 3 a week, that's gonna help because you want to get in the pipeline, get things primed, make sure the SEO is good, all that stuff. And I know you know all that stuff. So just making sure that you're working through your strategy as much as possible with those long videos, those long form videos. And then see if you can get the watch hours up, you know, share the videos out to people on TikTok and other places, post it on your TikTok where you're referencing the long form videos. Is it that the 4 hour is good, but I can also do the co-work on YT as a live stream? You could. Live stream is going to help. I'll get you some watch hours that way too. Your long form video content and people replaying your playlist, you know, my strategy where it's running overnight, that whole thing is going to get you there too. But you got 6 months if you think about from today ish till when it takes an effect. February 1st is when it take effect. So you got like 6 months to kind of see if you can make a go at it, if that's a goal for yourself. But I just wanted to make sure I said that to you in particular. So, you know, a lot of content is coming out right now where they're really talking about, okay, not all is lost. Some people are doom and gloom. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's all about, I always say, consistency. Coming up with that plan and being dedicated to it. And so, you said you found. You're welcome. Yeah, hey. All of them are all about the money. That's what it is. And so now you're trying to see where you could fit in and make this work for you. And that's what we're all doing. And so some people are able to crack the code and get it going faster than others. And then understanding YouTube, and it's always been the case. It's a long game. Even when you get monetized, the money is trickling in. You know, you'll probably have a better shot with your long form. I need to jump into the long form content game. All I'm doing is the streams. The stream is not enough. It's not. And even Bounty and Bliss, she said the same thing. She was like, hey, Doc, you need to get to the other way of doing it. You're monetized, so that's where you're going to get more engagement, because that's the evergreen content people go to. This content here, I don't have it optimized the way I should. And so there's some things I need to really work on with my YouTube channel. Oops. She's the pro. Yeah. Oh. Well, she's the pro in my sphere right now. As far as a YouTuber. But yeah, so I would definitely say you know, jump in as much as you can. If you're gonna do it, try to produce the content. You said same here. Yeah. Yeah, she's been doing it. The live streams for her is, you know, is an eye-opening experience. I will say that. So when it comes to the long form, definitely that. The shop, when I learned she had a channel. Yeah, yeah. And her channel does well. But again, her channel, she was consistent. If you ever sat down, I met with her. So I don't know if you met with her yet, but if you meet with her, she'll say, I was just posting. Yeah, she was posting. She was posting her content, and you know, obviously, you know, the content filled a void, and you know, there was a lot of people who were interested in that type of content, similar to your imagery and what you're doing with your content now. And so she filled a void, and she said 6 months in, all of a sudden it took off. And she said honestly, she was just posting it for herself. She was just doing this for part of her own healing. And so but it took off, and that's where she started, like, essentially went viral with the subscribers and people coming across her page and subscribing to her channel. So, you know, that's what it's all about. That's essentially what we're all chasing. So places make it way easier, but people advocate for Face Forward. I get why, but it's a lot. Yeah, exactly. I get why too, but like you said, but what you're doing, I think, could be something. I think you got something special there. So see how you can kind of play that up a little bit more. Your Face Forward content was good too. I'm just gonna say that. I know, like you said, it just takes a little bit more effort, but it was good. It is good. I shouldn't say was. It is. So, you know, putting that content out there, making a space for yourself when it comes to the ADHD niche. I would do it. I would continue that too. I wouldn't let that go to the wayside. But, you know, try to work both channels and see what happens. That's what I would tell you to do. And then take some clips and put it on TikTok. And then do what you did today. Go live on occasion. So that would be my strategy. If you can make that go hard for the next 6 months. What is it? 5.5 months? Because we got September, October, November, December, January. 5.5. Because we're right on the 14th. So literally 5.5 months. I would say grind it out. See if you can make it happen. You posted a video already this week on your new channel. Try to do another one if that's feasible. And then See if you can fit in an ADHD video too and see how that works. And see which one, you have two options there. See which one picks up. Get a little bit more traction from one versus the other. August started 4 hours ago. It's now the 15th. it's the 14th. So it's actually the 14th. You got a day still. We still got a day. Technically, it is the 15th if you think that it's 4:30 and it's not quite a day yet. The day's almost over. But yeah, so I would make a go at it. I think you could do it. Close enough, yeah. I would make a go at it though. It's feasible. It's feasible if you grind it out. In the algorithm, YouTube that is not working against you. So by the time it's going tomorrow will be separate. I know. This month is like a blur. Anyway, it's a blur. So let me go live. Let's talk about live streaming tips. We're going to talk about how to go live. It's so interesting. This monetization thing has people and I don't think people realize how the algorithm, I didn't know, maybe I didn't realize how much people didn't realize how the algorithm works. So it's like, really? And so my new creators, I got a lot of newbies that are like a little struggling a little bit with it. So it is what it is. TikTok live streaming tips. We are live, friends. Come in, ask your questions. New creators come in, ask how to go live. If you're curious about how to go live, come in. We are talking all things going live. Come in, ask questions. If you are new, afraid, scared, come in and ask your questions on how to go live, friends. We are talking all things live streaming. So we're going to get started in just a few minutes. Come in, ask questions on how to go live. We're talking about monetization, how to make money online, how to earn online, how to make money from your phone. We are talking monetization tips for live hosts. If you are a new live host, learn how to make money. Come in, ask questions. We are going live. Hey, Miss Tammy, welcome to the room, friend. Come on in. Let me know if you have questions. So hopefully you guys have are doing well. How are you today? I'm doing well. Hey, Chris, welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for chiming in so quickly. I appreciate the support, friend. Appreciate that help. So we're gonna talk all things live streaming. Miss Tammy, how's everything going for you, travel business coach? Welcome to the room. Let me know if you have any questions. We're going to talk about monetization, and so that you guys are aware of how to monetize on your live stream. We got viewer wishes here. That's what this little box is. My board. Hey, Young, welcome to the room. Laugh Out Loud. It's going. I know, friend. Once you start, you got to keep going. That's the thing about it. And so what I'm talking about with monetization, I've had a couple new creators that have come, specifically creators in agency, a couple new creators that are little taken aback about how to get engagement, specifically the gifting engagement. So we'll talk about that. If that is something that you guys are curious about, you're trying to figure out what happens, how does a live host earn, how do you grow, what's the different ways to monetize your live stream. We'll talk about that as well. So I want you guys to understand that, it is something you want to pay attention to, because you want to make sure that you are going to get pushed out and get that visibility or reach, because your room is actively engaging in all ways, specifically the gifted engagement. So we'll talk about that. I don't want you guys to be confused by it. As you come in, we do this warm up early on. Hey, Shella, welcome to the room, friend. Thank you for grabbing that daily heart me. We did get heart me's in the 10 o'clock. I don't think TikTok will give me heart me's for my flash goal again. So here's hoping TikTok treats me right. Kimberly's, welcome to the world. Welcome to the room. I said, welcome to the world. Kimberly's world. Welcome to the room. Thank you. Oh. Okay. Thank you for that. So, pals, I don't know if you knew, I'm doing the freeze game. We're going to see how this live goes. We're doing the freeze game here. Got gifting working on conversions. Okay, got gifting working. All right, so you're doing viewer wishes too. Did you think I was frozen? Did you think I was frozen? Earlier in the live, they was like, you froze. Who was that? Kim Love Jones. She left the room and came back. She's like, I thought you froze. I was like, I was frozen. Don't know. I had froze because that's what's there. So yeah, we're having a good time today. So that's what's happening. That's the freeze game. That actually is a template. That's the actual template inside viewer wishes. So if you want to use that, it is there for you. I thought someone said something rude and you were thinking how to respond. I should make that my, put in a prompt like, what do you think she's thinking? What do you think is happening? I'm gonna try that. It's fun. Yeah, they did it in the earlier live, and when I kept freezing so quickly, I was mid sentence and I would just stop. And it was like, oh my gosh. So thank you, friend. I appreciate that. So you said you got the gifting working on conversion. So that's good, I think, in terms of what you mean by conversions. Like people coming into the room and supporting you using your wishes. Let me know what you mean from that in terms of how people are getting something from you. I think that's what you're saying. And so that's a good feature. Your live goal is a good feature. Service Plus is a good way to engage that as well. So let me know what you meant by that. But definitely you want to pay attention to it. I've had a few people, like I said, some of my newbies, they're still trying to work through that strategy. The other thing is you can put your, and I'm going to pin it, you can put your league. So we've been talking about leagues lately too. I'm going to make that part of today's conversation, but I want people to see, what does it mean to pay attention to your diamonds that you need to league up. So I've had a few of my more advanced creators kind of starting to hone in a little bit more to their leagues, getting people to check out the link, and you use your live goal as part of that conversion. Okay, that's good. Good morning, Elle. Good afternoon, Elle. I'm sorry. Good afternoon, Elle. How are you, friend? Um, I think about you because I know your day job, and I think about my little guy. so, so he'll be home soon. So I'm assuming you home from work and probably happy to be home. Mango May, welcome to the room. C Marita, thank you so much for being here, friend. Thank you. Look at you leveling up in the room, Tammy. Miss Tammy, thank you so much. Glad it's Friday. I know that's right, friend. Shira Princess, welcome to the room. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mango May, 100 comments. Thank you, friend. Leveling up as well. Lovely. Thank you for joining, my friend. Thank you all who are coming in. How you doing? Let me know if you guys have questions. I got off my 10 o'clock live. I said we're going to touch on leagues earlier in the live. So we'll see, we do our warm up. We try to get our taps going. We got 5.0K, so 5K taps. We're 6 minutes in, which is good. We're a little behind, but that's totally fine. We'll see how this goes. I did get Heartme's in my 10 o'clock, so I don't think I'm going to get to Heartme's for the 4 o'clock. So we can make that, if you want to sing your Heartme's, this is perfect. Sid, welcome to the room. Sid, is that it? Thank you so much. Yes, I'm lost in leagues. Okay, so we will talk about leagues as well. Let's see what you're doing. C4, not bad at all. So you're doing well with your leagues. So we'll talk about how to interpret the leagues that you have, what league you're in. And I want to make sure that you understand it's all about when you go live and what happens in that live. The time matters. What happens in that live in terms of diamonds you collect, time of day that you go live, and the diamonds you collect, and then ultimately if you have some shields or some other things to kind of keep you in your league and not make you fall down and drop down. So I'm going to explain all that. So we did get the flash goal. Let's see what this thing is. It's roses. So we got 10 roses. If you guys don't mind supporting that flash goal, I would greatly appreciate it. We got that flash goal going right now. So feel free to come in and support. Thank you all for coming in, my friends. So we're going to talk about that so you guys can have a better understanding of leagues. What I did is I had to give like a overarching definition and just explain what you should be looking at. So we'll let a few more friends come in, and then we'll see if we can get those leagues interpreted for you all, so you guys can always pay attention to it. It only, let me say this differently. It also matters. I said it matters what time of day you go live. It matters how many what type of gifting engagement you get in your live to collect diamonds. So those are the main two factors: your diamonds and the time of day. It also matters, like, you don't, it don't matter if you get diamonds in time of day. That's a non-factor if you're not going live daily. So going live daily is ultimately what matters. Okay, if you're not going live daily, then there's some things I want you to pay attention to. Okay, there's some things you're gonna have to pay attention to, because what happens in your live and how you're leveling up and getting shields, all that's going to factor into it, okay? You said 5 a.m. and 11 a.m. Central. So that's good. So you go live twice a day and they're early in the daytime. So we're going to talk about that, because the early in the daytime and what happens in both those lives do matter. And it sounds like you've made some inroads, some good inroads too. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all. Thank you for supporting. We got our flash goal. We need 5 different people. If you haven't sent a rose below. If you haven't sent a rose, it's the perfect time to do it. We're trying to achieve that flash goal and get it out the way. We need 1 per person. So if you haven't sent a rose, I'm talking to you. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate that. Mighty Meal, Mango May, Shella, thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you guys. We need 2 more people to support our flash goal. And then and I always explain, the flash goal is TikTok's goal. It's a random goal that what we've learned from the tapping early on, getting that early tapping engagement, we usually get that flash goal early as well. So that's been kind of a cheat code. So we usually see it earlier within the first 20 minutes or so, typically. The times I have not seen, and this is something as an observation as well, the times I have not got the flash goal, it's because, well, Lexi, welcome to the room, friend. Thank you for the repost. It's because early gifting engagement already happened. Populars, community gift, maybe the gift gallery goals, stuff like that has already been kind of sent out. And TikTok's like, oh, okay. Different people have sent things. We see engagement. You're good. So I think that's the difference maker. TikTok is always about the money, y'all. We know that. And so because they're paying attention to how the room is engaging, obviously TikTok gets a cut. We're talking about the monetization here. Then you don't need the flash goal, because the room's done some stuff already. So keep that in mind. If you can make it so that your room has some really early engagement from your viewers, gifting engagement, my tarot card readers, they do really good with that. They have some early stuff happening. Think about what's happening early in your live and how you can shift it so people do that early, then you won't see the flash goal. Good afternoon, friend. Otherwise, the flash goal is 15 minutes. It comes kind of randomly. That's the design of it. It's supposed to be random. But like I said, we do notice that it comes earlier when engagement's happening. Thank you for the poppy. And then ultimately what I would say is that you have 15 minutes to complete it. It's 1 per person. Hey, Natty Nat, 1 per person. And then once that flash goal is achieved, we do see a little boost from the For You feed. So we get a few more friends in the room. All right. So we have the flash goal going on right now. We have 15 minutes to complete it. We can pin it on our screen a total of 3 times. I pinned it the first time, and then there's like 2 more you can do. And so you can do it every 5 minutes. So I can't quite pin it yet. We haven't hit the 5-minute mark. And we just need 1 more person. So if you have not sent a rose, the flash goal is the rose. If you haven't sent a rose yet, this is the perfect time to do it. We'll get that flash goal achieved. We'll knock that off our to-do list. And then we can kind of go into our topic. Mango May, thank you so much, friend. TikTok's like, oh, she sent one already, but that's okay. I appreciate you, friend. And so just keep that in mind. If you're new to the room and haven't sent your flash goal, this is the perfect time to send it. Let's go. Let's get to talking a little bit. Oh yeah, I did. I appreciate it, friend. We need a different person to send it. That person who's sitting there thinking like, oh, maybe I should send it. You should. You should. That's the person we're talking to. So thank you, friend. Hey, Natty Nat, look at you, friend. She brought the backup in. I thank you, friend. Thank you for supporting. Okay, so we got the flash goal complete. Now we can check that off our to-do list. We satisfied that goal. We'll see some more friends. Look at Pals. Pals came over. You're so sweet. Um, we'll see some more friends come in. TikTok's like, okay, the people are in here doing what they need to do. We'll send some more friends. We'll send you out to the For You feed. So that's what happens. So I want you guys to know. People are like, what's the benefit of it? The benefit is more discoverability, more visibility. Okay. He said, if I allow mad labels. Okay. um, and so we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about a couple things. I'm going to definitely do a deeper dive in leagues. We'll do a deeper dive. I had a deeper dive conversation earlier in the week, which was really fun because I was almost like a oracle reader where I was looking at people's um, their leagues and interpreting. So I was doing these readings. so so we'll probably do a little bit of that this live too, where you guys can look at your league. I can interpret it for you and help you understand it. Before we go there, we have to go through some definitions and maybe some fundamental information. Fundamentals about what does all this mean? Because I don't want you guys to get there. And we're gonna have some new friends come in the room. You know how that is with the live stream. But I don't want you to get here and say, oh, I don't understand, because you don't understand the fundamentals. All right? So, first question for you all. And if you're new in my room, I appreciate you being here. What do I need to know for me to earn money or diamonds? Stay with me. Do you know what a diamond is? Chris, what's a diamond? That's my first question for the room. Who knows what a diamond is? And how do you get diamonds? So tell me that. You said no. You said no. Chris, how you gonna ask the question? What do I need to know to earn money or diamonds? A girl's best friend. It is a girl's best friend, and it is TikTok's best friend too. Okay? So TikTok and girls, we have something in common, all right? Not at all. Tammy, you don't know what it is either. you know, like, hey, Glow. So wait a minute, Tammy, what are you telling me? So you don't know what a diamond is either? Tell me you don't know how to get it. No, ma'am. Okay. From the gift sent. Yes, Kimberly. So diamonds are what live hosts receive in directly aligned with I want to be my friend too. Okay. It's all our friends. So let me go back up. Let me go back a second. So TikTok has core metrics. Core metrics. This is in your analytics. I'm an agency owner. And so what I do, my reviews, when I meet with my creators in the agency, we do performance reviews. We look at your analytics. I have a whole backstage system. We kind of have this one-on-one conversation. I do a one-on-one with each of the creators in my room, in my agency. And so in that conversation, we're looking at how you're performing. One of the core metrics that TikTok is tracking, and this is for all of us, because you guys can see it in your own analytics. When you go into your live center, you can see live analytics. The first one there is diamonds. All right. So TikTok sees that as the number one core analytics. The other thing that they look at is how long you go live, and you get a valid go live day. That means that you've gone live. You're going live, and essentially TikTok says to go live and for it to count as a day. Okay? So for it to count as a day, you have to go over 60 minutes, over an hour. So I tell you, your minimum is 61 minutes. That's the minimum to make sure you get it counted. All right, as a valid go live day. That's important because that shows TikTok that you're committed to showing up, you're committed to being a live stream, and then ultimately they want you to go longer. But the minimum is 61 minutes, so they want you to go 90 minutes, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours. My lives average probably lately somewhere around, if they were to average me out, it's about 2 hours and 15 minutes. Because sometimes I go 2:30, sometimes I go almost 3 hours, and then sometimes I get right at 2 hours. So easily 2 hours is what I'm closer to. But just know that I try to go longer on purpose. Don't trust the 60 because it might be 50. You know what? You know what? That's true. That's true. That's why we said 61. Natty's our reason for doing that. I was like, oh, okay, I can't tell people 60. It's supposed to be over 60. They are always saying that I am doing the same as 90. I know, they tell us all that. I know, Chris. TikTok is like, you're doing so well. you're doing just great. So you're like, TikTok, really, really. But some of it is true because they're looking at your analytics in terms of watch time. So they're looking at, okay, so I said diamonds, valid go live days, 61 minutes. Then it's watch times, how long people stay in your room. Hey, Golden Girl. Others who just came in the room, if you haven't followed, feel free to click up there and follow the live host. TikTok just did a pop out and said 40% of y'all haven't followed me. So TikTok is seeing y'all. So if you haven't followed, go ahead and click the follow. And you can also click the join button as well. So if you guys don't mind following the live host and joining as well, joining the fan club to become part of my community. All right. Hey, Lisa. And so keep that in mind. TikTok is always paying attention to your actions. So that's why they put that pop out and for me to remind you all that you can follow. So diamonds is number one. Valid Go Live is number two. How long people watch you. People in my room right now, they're watching. So TikTok likes that. So I always thank my watchers because that's a good thing because the watch duration is something that you're paying attention to. The other metric is how long you go live, that live duration, meaning that we said valid go live day is 61 minutes, but when you start getting to the 90 minutes, the 2 hours, TikTok is adding that up for a 30-day period, a month, the calendar month. So if we're in the month of August, it's all of August. They're tracking that. And the longer you go live, the better because they see you as someone who's committed. Maybe you're trying to be a full-time creator. Maybe you're trying to inch up to being more than part-time. And so they're paying attention to your live duration. The other metric is that they do calculate all the times you press the go live button. So when you think about live streaming in general, whether you did it for 10 seconds and ended the live or you did it for 3 hours, they track every time you press that button. And then the other core metric that they pay attention to is your friends. If you're new followers, if you're getting new followers, okay? So as you're coming in and people are engaging with you, you're picking up new followers. So TikTok is paying attention to that. But the number one is diamonds, all right? So that's what you're always paying attention to. And so Scale Live Rewards, let me just talk about that real quickly for the room. So again, I want to make sure we have a core understanding about this. A core understanding. Why does that say 68? Is that right? That's wrong. Let me delete that for a second. Why did it say 68? TikTok, what are you doing? Did that throw me off? Let me see. It didn't mean 68. There we go. I was like, that was a glitch. I was like, what just happened? Anyway, TikTok's acting funny. All right, so no, it's not 68. I was like, what just happened? I had to throw away, hey Lisa. I had to remove it and start it over. I was like, TikTok is playing games with me. No, ma'am. No TikTok. No, I don't play them games. So it says 60. I don't know if you guys caught that. Anybody in the room see it? Happy Friday. How you doing? Anybody see that? Was I the only one that saw it? I pointed it out, but y'all probably didn't catch it. Happy Friday, everybody. Lisa, TikTok had your A1 goal up there for me. I was like, what's going on? I got startled for a second. It's like 68. K Dimes, what? I was like, what's going on here? You said me. Oh no, I was talking to Lisa with the praying hands. But I got two Lisas in the room. Look at us. All us Lisas together. Well, welcome, friend. I was like, TikTok is, no you ain't. I'm new here. How you doing? Hey, Harmony. What is this live about? We're talking about monetization. So I'm breaking down different ways to monetize. Hey, my friend Lisa coming back. And so we're talking about different ways to monetize. And I'm going through leagues for you all. So I'm going through leagues, but I had to give you guys definitions first. Okay, so that's what I'm doing right now. I keep getting kicked out. TikTok be nice. There's a lot of Lisas on TikTok, I know. But hey, you know what? Us Gen Xers, that was a popular name for Gen Xers. So I realized that. I'm new. Welcome. Get Money D. Welcome to the house. Others coming in. If you guys are new, say new in the chat. We want to say hi to you. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all supporting. You say yes, it was. It was a very popular name. New. Hey Faith, how are you, friend? Thank you so much. Chris, you're new too. Welcome, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Others coming in, like I said, if you're new, put new in the chat. Tell me where you're from. We're going to get the chat going. So tell me where you're from. And then I have a question for the room. Okay, I have a question for the room. So we just said, TikTok says diamonds is the number one metric that we're paying attention to. So diamonds is the number one metric. Once again, for those who just came into the room, do you know how to collect diamonds? How do you get diamonds? Put that in the chat for me. How do you get diamonds? Where does that come? Hey, my friend from Canada. Hey, Leanne, welcome to the room. Lucille, Massachusetts. Faith is Alabama. Get Money is Northern California. Welcome, welcome. No, no. So we got some no's. So there's some people who said no, they don't know how to get diamonds. Okay, so no, you don't know how to get diamonds. All right, thank you. You're welcome, friend. I'm in Florida, just so my friends who said where they were located. I'm in Orlando, Florida. So welcome, friends, everybody. Welcome. Going live. You're going live. Okay, no, you're saying get diamonds by going live. Well, theoretically, yes, you got to go live to collect diamonds for the most part, but but because you can collect it you can get diamonds as a guest. Thank you, pals. And so you're not the live host. The live host is the one who started the live. You also can get diamonds from a campaign too. But so but yes, we'll say yes for that answer. But no, it's actually something that has to happen. It's performative in terms of your viewers. Not all in my TikTok giving me option to sell. Let me Harmony, what you mean by that? Saying Florida. Welcome, hey neighbor. Be mindful. Welcome to the room. Hello, hello. Others coming in. Appreciate you all being here. So here's how you earn diamonds. I want you guys to keep this in mind. So as people come into your room, viewers, you guys are all viewers. All right. So as you go live as a live host, your viewers are coming in. Your viewers are going to have coins on their account. If they have coins on their account, they can send gifts. Gifts, the gift that they send, and how many coins they spent to send that gift is the number of diamonds you get. So the coin amount equals the diamonds you get. So, for example, a rose is worth 1 coin. You get 1 diamond if someone sends a rose. If someone sends 5 roses, you get 5 diamonds. So the coin amount equals the number of diamonds that you receive. So that's how you get diamonds. It is directly related to the gifting that happens in your live stream. You said, I have 25. That's not what diamonds are. That is what's called that's you as a viewer, and TikTok is tracking the level of engagement you did from gifting, you sending gifts. TikTok is tracking you that way. So you are a 25 level blue box level gifter, part of their gifter level program. So that's what you are. So that's a little different. Is that what you mean behind my name? That's a little different. I'm going to explain that because that's important. I'm happy you're calling that out because people need to understand that. That's an optics that you want to pay attention to as a live host and as a viewer. You want to make sure you always pay attention to where you're at, how you level up. It's not this program. This is for live hosts. So I'm gonna. Oh, I got so much stuff I need to tell y'all. There's so much stuff I want to tell y'all. Let me do this. I'm gonna start there because Lisa, I think you need to understand that. I think the room needs to understand that because that's gonna help you understand your hat that you're wearing right now is the viewer hat. The hat that I'm wearing right now is the live host. This is what I want to get to. This is for live hosts. So I'm going to get to this in a second. Those are leagues. But I need to start with you guys as viewers. I want to ask this, how's about the agency? You want to know about the agency? I am a Creator Network agency owner. You're welcome to apply to the agency. Let me get through this engagement stuff. I'm going to pin, if you're interested in agency, message me real quick and just say agency. You can click the message or you can click what's called Service Plus here and just say agency. It's a free program. I'll talk about it in a second. I want to just get through, since we have so many new people coming in, I want to get through this before I shift to the agency conversation. All right. But anyone who's interested, send the word agency and I will send you the information about it. Somebody's comment got filtered. So let's go back because I want to honor what Lisa's asking. Is that what that means behind my name? So I want to honor that because she's trying to really understand this, and this is important. Okay, so now we're gonna get some more chatting in. Jay and Get Money. click here. When you click this yellow box with the arrow, this is called Service Plus. When you click it, my DMs, it's a DM message, DM me there and say agency. So DM me there, not in the chat. So just click here and say agency that way. And that way I can get it in my DMs and I can message you afterwards. I don't want to lose you guys too, since you're asking about it. So I want to make sure you get it. So Get Money, you want to click this arrow. You see the yellow box in the corner? Do you have that? Got it? Okay, perfect. All right, friends. Thank you so much. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate you all coming in. Thank you all for engaging. So now here's what I need you to do. Everybody in the room, put the word blue, BLUE. So that's what Lisa just asked about. She asked about that blue badge next to her name. Some of you have it, some of you don't. So we're going to talk about it real quick so that we can get some more engagement too. And that way I can explain that to you all. So and no matter what level you are, I want you always to check this. This is something now you're going to have to pay attention to. So now you're not going to be able to unsee this. I want you guys to pay attention to this. I still check mine often, okay? The title, gifter level. No, that's different. That's different. So once you put the word blue in the chat, and I'm going to do it on this backup page, click your photo, okay? I don't want you guys to miss this. Hold on 1 second. Let me flip the screen. So I'm going to click your photo, and then this shows up. Uh-oh, let's come back out. I didn't show my blue box. There we go. One of my boxes is missing. So you should have 3 along here. My live host box is missing. I don't know why TikTok has been glitching me lately, but I haven't seen that. Some of you will see it, some of you won't. I think a few people always say, Doc, I don't have it either. I'm missing mine too. But just know we're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna show you how to get to it above and beyond you seeing it here. So the first box, hey Holly Q, we're gonna be doing leagues today, so I can explain leagues for folks. The first box is you as a viewer. If your box says LV0, that means you have not engaged in this program, okay? That means that you have not sent a gift yet. TikTok probably told you to send a gift because they tell us all to send something. As soon as you come in live, there's a little box that pops up, and that means you haven't done it yet. And so you want to make sure you're doing that, especially if you're trying to be a live host, so that you can start engaging in that way, because you're going to be asking people to engage in your live that way. You can't see your third. I see it. You see it for me. When you click my agency box, you see it. Okay, that's good to know, but I don't see it. Interesting. The other thing is, in order to send a gift, you got to send coins. Okay, you have to have coins in your account. So you want to add coins to your account. You're going to click the gift box in the corner. You can add coins by the number in the lower corner. It will say the word recharge, or it'll say the number of coins you already have. If you click that box, the word recharge or the numbers in the lower right corner of the gift box, then you'll see it. I'm going to actually show it to you all. This little corner here. You click that, this screen pops up. And so right here it says recharge at the website, tiktok.com/coin. You get a 25% discount. I'm teaching that because I want you guys to understand. I want you to save money. I want you to get the most for having coins in your account. I don't teach breaking the bank. I want you guys to do it within your budget, what's comfortable for you. If it's $10, $20, start off with something minimal, but something where you can come in, get your daily heart made. You can support by sending populars or sending a rose, or little things like that matters, and that's how you get your first level box. All right. Daily heart me is also a gift. Isn't it cheaper to recharge outside alive? Yep, on the website. You just saw me talk about it, Debbie. Debbie's like, isn't it cheaper? It is. It's very careful with battles. Yes, be very careful with how you budget yourself, how you strategically participate in that. You don't have to give. You can send comments. That's points to support. You can tap the screen. Those are points to support. Or you could stay in a space where you're sending populars, not roses, but populars, unless it's a rose battle. And so that's the lane you might want to stay in. And you're like, hey, I'm going to be the person that's in the populars. You know what I'm saying? And that's totally fine. All right. And so you decide what that looks like. I don't count people's pockets, but I do say, if you're doing this, you want to be strategic about how you're engaging, and that you are being intentional about doing some engagement. All right. Hey, Wani, how you doing, friend? Great live today. It was great coming to your live and hanging out. I was eating my lunch while I was answering your questions. I appreciate that, friend. So we're here. So this is you as a live host. This viewer box goes from level 1 to level 50. Conquer your power. Welcome to the room, friend. This is you as a member, a fan club member. It probably says the word member and it's grayed out if you have never done anything. And you haven't gotten the Daily Heart Me in my room. This is for my room. This blue box is for every room you go to in TikTok. So this follows you. Thank you for supporting, not stopping by. You're welcome. And then this box is just for my room. You go in someone else's room, it's going to be their box. It's going to be their Daily Heart Me. Essentially, what you're doing is paying attention to how you are leveling up and supporting a live room, and TikTok is tracking that. The box that we don't see is you as a live host. And I'm going to actually point that out in a second because that's where we're going to get to our lead conversation. But these first two boxes represent you right now in my room. All right. If this box is grayed out and it has a number, that means you have not done something in the last 7 days. And either one of these boxes are grayed out, you haven't done something in the last 7 days, TikTok deactivates you. So you're not visible. So when you come into the room, we're either going to see for my heart me, it's going to be a grayed out heart. That means you can re-up your heart by sending the Daily Heart Me, clicking that and sending join and heart me. If it's grayed out, essentially you haven't done it in the last 7 days. And so we teasingly say that that's an ashy heart. Okay, so just know that you want to make sure your heart isn't ashy. Okay. When it comes to the blue box, I'm going to click that. Everyone's welcome. Thank you so much, friend. Where did you see that? Where do I see this? When you put your comment at, Lisa, click your photo. Anybody who wants to get to this page, put something in the chat. I said put the word blue. And then once you put the word blue, click your photo and it shows this mini profile. All right. Does engaging by sending gifts have anything to do with if TikTok pushes your content? Well, indirectly, because ideally, when you're connecting with people in a live stream, you're networking. So those people potentially could go to your page. They start following you. They see your content. They stop and watch and engage with your content. So that's kind of how you're getting new viewers, new eyes, new potential eyes to your content. But I'm gonna say right now, no, it's not. It's not a instant. All of a sudden, your content's gonna be boosted. Ideally, you're thinking strategically about who your content is for, and maybe those are the live streams you're going to, and you're networking with people who would be interested in your content. So there's a little of that you want to strategize behind too. Thank you all. Appreciate you all being here. Flower Girl, welcome to the room. Lisa, thank you for that Daily Heart Me. Mama, thank you for the rose. So if you click the blue box, a blue screen pops up. Thank you for the Dr. Lisa Cares. This blue screen tells a lot of information about what you've been doing. All right. Again, this is you as a viewer. You guys are all viewers in my room. So this is your activity as a viewer. KMA, thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you. I'm going to click this question mark in the corner. It breaks this down. You guys can have some nighttime reading, but it says Gifter Level Up Program. That's essentially what this is. And so you can read through this. I'm going to give you the Cliff Note version of it, just so that you guys have an understanding, a basic understanding. But essentially, this is part of another way TikTok tracks and gamifies you engaging as a viewer. Again, everything you're doing here on this app is all about engagement and it's interactive. All right. And then I tell you guys all the time, like I teach about monetizations for live stream, teaching you how to be a good live host. Obviously, I'm recruiting for my agency, so I want you guys to understand and know this. Thank you, Velma. But understand that what you sow is what you reap. And if you are coming into a space and you're not sowing into other people, you're not supporting, then when you go live, what you think going to happen to you? I also teach, thank you, Velma, appreciate you, Mari. I also teach this because I want you to understand how to do it so that when you go live, you can teach your viewers how to do it. If you sitting back just watching me the whole time like this is television, then and you're not clicking around, not looking into any of this, then when it's time for you to go live, you're not going to be able to tell your people what to do because you ain't never done it. So think about what you're doing. Everything you're doing, everything I'm teaching is because I do it. I click around, I touch things. Thank you for your kindness. You're welcome, friend. Thank you, Natty. That was the cue for this thing. This ain't TV stickers, y'all. So y'all can drop "This Ain't TV" stickers in the chat because we have a sticker for that. So because this is not television, I want you guys to understand that you're here, you're engaging. You at any given moment, you should be doing something. Okay. Thanks, Natty. Natty's like, I know what she's saying to us. I'm doing whatever I want in my life. That's what you want to do. I mean, but you want to bring the right people in your room to come in and engage that way too. Conquer your power. Welcome to the room, friend. So you want to make sure you're bringing the right people into your room so that they can fully engage and support the way you want them to. Okay. How you doing, Arlene? Okay. So you said I don't have a clue what I'm doing. I never knew what the 25 meant. Oh, let me explain what your 25 means. Your 25 means a lot. So let me go to that in a second. I'm cooking, I'm crying, I am dancing. There we go. People want to see that. I guess. Oh, I get it. Yes. I but the heart me and started tapping. Yes. Come in, you get the heart me, you start tapping. Love it. If I teach meditation or yoga, I can't communicate much. Well, you're gonna have to figure out ways to do it when maybe from your viewer wishes, you could set that up. Maybe there's some stickers on your board. You can create a board too, but maybe there's some stickers to kind of have people know what to do. But at some point, even in your meditation and yoga, maybe you're doing in the beginning an intro and you're explaining how to engage. Maybe you're doing a midday a mid live stop. What is that? I was like, what's going on? That was cute. Thank you, friend. Thank you guys for the populism. I love you so much. I appreciate in the roses. Thank you for all that engagement. I appreciate the support, everybody. Maybe you're doing an intermission or some kind of break, water break or something, and then you explain engagement again. So your live should be a television show. Think about it that way, even though this ain't TV. It's on TV. But a television production, a movie production, maybe that's a better word. So think about how you're getting people to engage and it's a production, okay? All right. Hey, Lisa, I don't want you guys to miss that. All right. I don't want you to miss that because you got that warm up in the beginning, that early activation, people coming in. You got the midpoint where you're maybe teaching or sharing or doing something in your life. And then you have the end where maybe there's a call to action for how they can get more from you. All right. Yes, I was my own producer. There we go. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate the glasses, Velma. Haley, welcome to the room. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Make sure you're engaging as well. I'm supposed to be shaking my head. Thank you for the tweeties. The chirpy kisses. Appreciate that, Wani. Okay, so Blue Box, real quick. Blue Box. This shows what level you're at. This account is a level 25. These are different indicators based on what phase you're in. So phase 1 goes from level 1 to 9. Phase 2, and you'll see the little lines here too. Phase 2 goes from level 10 to 19. Phase 3 goes from 20 to 29. You see that? That's what level we're at. Thank you so much for those daily heart me's. Phase 4 is 30 to 39. Phase 5 is 40 to 50. Okay? The levels go from 1 to 50. As we're looking at your level, we see it as live hosts. Y'all see it. Hey, Simply Me. We all can see who has boxes, who don't. We can see the ones who got grade ones and don't. So we can see it. Is there anything I should talk to get these few things, and I can tell you what I want to do? Chris, where I could talk to you. Yeah, I do consultations. I do one-on-one consultations. So you can send me a service plus. If you click here, the DM, click this yellow box in the arrow corner. Yeah, you can send me a DM and then we can chat that way. I got a restriction today. Jean, for what? What you get it for, friend? You can see the grays. Yep, you can see it all. Yep, FYP. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate you. It starts getting serious around 20. It does. It does. Bullying. Do me a message. Send me a message too. It was a restriction. I don't think it was a violation because I would have gotten a notification by now. So yeah, it's not a violation. It's not in my system. But yeah, so send me a message and we'll talk about it. I'm great. Was that mean I took a break? So yes. So remember I just shared with the room, if you're away from the app for like 7 days or live streams and you haven't done anything, TikTok will deactivate you. So to become not gray again, you're gonna have to re-click the join the fan club. Click that number up there, that heart up there, and then you can send a coin and get your army again. Okay. Thank you so much. Hey, Rox. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate your friend. So it tells you your levels. Levels 1 through 50. Here, really quickly. We have under 100 people in the room. When it's under 100, TikTok lets anyone who's 25 to 34 fly into the room. Okay? So 25, level 25. So my friend Lisa, you were 25. You fly in. Dula Shelley, welcome to the room. You fly in too, friend. Oh, now I understand. Yes, you fly in. When the room is over 100 people, then you fly in at level 35. So I'm almost 34. Before the year's out, I'll be 35. I'll say that much. So I'll be flying in, and if you ever go to rooms where there's a lot of people in the room, over 100, thousands, you'll notice you only see 35 and above. You know, a lot of them are like in their 40s. They're 40, level 40 and stuff. So keep that in mind. Fly in means literally you see them at eye level. You're level 18, Mari. So when you click your blue, when you put that comment in, click your photo, you're going to see LV 18. Click that blue box area, and then this screen will pop up for you. So just know, hi, I'm doing well, Cam. Welcome to the room, friend. So just know that's a perk for you as a viewer, because the goal here, remember what I say the goal is. You said, gotta go, but want to hear more. Yes, so you're flying in too, friend. The goal here is for you to be interacting, engaging, you're networking, you're trying to be seen, you're noticed, you want more people to connect with you, you're doing all the things. You got your top viewers here, they're sitting in the boxes because they've been engaging a lot. And so all of that is what people do. People actually click the number of people. That's something you can actually touch, and you can see the top viewers. And you want to see those top people in the top part of the box. I mean, I would say 1 through 10. Those are people who have numbers and they've been engaging and stuff. I was in a room with 10K people and only saw the orange fly-ins. Okay, so those were a lot of super fans. Those were the super fan folks. Yep, Leanne, my goodness, we all have to learn to fly in. Well, that's fun. Exactly, exactly. And so you want to be visible in that way. I want you guys to understand the optics of that, because everybody else comes in at the bottom. And as a live host, honestly, hey JB, unless they're a super fan like JB came in, I don't see him. I don't see y'all. Oh my gosh, Julie Shelley, what is that? What was that? Talking Heartbeat. TikTok got any old names for these gifts. What name was that? Talking Heartbeat. It is a goat beating a drum. TikTok, I don't know what to say about you sometimes. Thank you so much, Dula Shelley. I appreciate you. Thank you all for the roses. I see you all. Thank you, friends. Thank you, Mighty Mel. And so keep that in mind. I wanted to, I digress a little bit, but I want you guys to understand that's what's happening here. All right. So I don't want you guys to miss this. Look at you, Mari. Thank you for the level up shit. You said I done leveled up, huh? Look at you. Thank you for sending that. Love it. Oh, and you're 26, Dula Shelley in the room. Awesome. You're growing, friend. Thank you for the follow, Cam. I see you, friend. Others who follow the live host, I appreciate it as well. If you haven't done it, you'll see the word follow. You can follow me as well. So let me just say, so most people are striving, but as you do this, I tell you guys, manage your budget. You do what's in your means. Thank you so much. Do what's in your means, and you decide what this looks like for your growth. Just know that people see it. And we got into like a really interesting discussion in my 10 o'clock live, because there was this great question that was asked. Whereas when you get to those bigger rooms, people are, thank you so much. You unfroze me. Appreciate it. JB. Thank you, friend. People were essentially, they were, the person asked the question, it's like, hey, why would I, when I go into those big rooms, the A-leaguer rooms, those rooms, why do they only shout out the people with higher league name numbers? So the 25s, the people who were high engagers, the 35s, the 40s. I'm assuming this person was an A-leaguer. She said an A1. And I had to explain it. I'm going to explain it here with the leagues, but I had to explain. I said, when you get to that level, you're trying to make sure you collect enough diamonds from the engagement in your room. And then the people who are doing that, they've invested. They've invested quite a bit in your room in terms of what they're spending and what they're doing. And as you're going and sending gifts, your level gets higher because you spent the money too. You're spending money too. So I said, work within your budget. Decide what that looks like. I don't count people's pockets. I don't know what's going on in your life. But at the end of the day, you decide what that looks like. That's a personal decision. And then there's some things you can do to help manage it, but you want to make sure you're doing something just so that you can show that you are now engaging. All right. And then again, like I said, if you are going to be a live host, pay attention to what you're doing, because you're also wanting to support other people too, because they're going to be supporting you. All right, so really quickly, I'm going to run through this. So when you look at your level, this account is level 25. This shows the amount of points this account has collected already. And then it shows you the number that it needs to get to level 25. It's 24 right now. And then it tells you what it's going to ultimately need. It's going to need 22K points, not dollars, points, to level up to 25. Okay, so at some point it's going to do that. This account is the agency page. So we'll probably end up doing it probably before the month is out or close to. Keep that in mind. Hey, thank you so much, Miss Tammy, coming back in. Appreciate you. Hey, Simply B, appreciate you being back here too. Simply Bex. And so that's important for you. So when you're doing this, I'm going to show you guys something. Those points, you always want to track your points. If you're sending a gift, it shows up here too. It tells you how many points you need to get to the next level. So pay attention to your points. You could be in a situation where you're like, hey, well, this account needs a lot of points to get to 25. I'm going to pace myself. But I know before the month is out, I'm probably going to do some gifting from this account and do enough to maybe level up to 25 before September, more than likely in the next 2 weeks. Do you have to be part of an agency? Do you have to be part of an agency on this app? The answer is depends on what you're doing and how you're engaging as a live host. So if you are someone who is doing something where you want to make sure you're getting, especially as a new live host, you want to make sure you're getting the training, getting some monetization strategies, making sure that you're getting the protection. Maybe if you're getting restrictions and violations, you might be at risk of getting banned. You might need an agency sooner than later. However, an agency is not necessary if you're not going to be going. First of all, you got to be going live. Second of all, you want to make sure you're going live a little bit more frequently, because you're not your average person where you might show up once or twice a month. You want to make sure you're getting an agency if you're going to show up at least a few times a week. 3, 4. My agency, I say average 4, if not daily, because I want to see you grow. I want to see you get pushed out more, want you to have more visibility. So it requires you to be present. If you're not going to be present, then no, you don't need an agency. Okay, I'm just going to be honest with you. There's no point. Now, if you're getting restriction when you go live, you need to figure out what you're doing so that you don't keep getting restrictions. But you might get an agency just for that reason alone. But they're going to ask you to be more accountable to showing up and going live. Easy Sewing for Beginners. Thank you so much for that daily heart, my friend. And so keep that in mind. That's kind of what you're doing. Agencies are helping to support your growth as a live host and to make sure you're being more consistent. TikTok wants to grow the ecosystem of live hosts. I feel seen. You're fine. Is it easy to see if you get restrictions? Oh yeah, TikTok is right on the middle screen. TikTok will, you'll know. It's no secret. It's not in the chat. If somebody said you violated something and it's in the chat, that ain't real. That's some person trying to, prank you. But it's in the middle of the screen. You won't miss it. All right, sweetheart, welcome to the room. Thank you for the shares. That's right. If you guys haven't shared out the live, we got 53 shares. Let's see if we can get that to 100. You can click the arrow. You can share it. You can repost it. You can also add it to your stories, Or if you press down on the middle of the screen, my glasses, my nose, you can do what's called a power share. So you can power share out the live as well. Um, and send it to your friends and followers that way. So thank you, Wally, for sharing. Thank you all who are sharing. Thank you so much, Miss Tammy, Mama Shaylee, Ann, sweetheart. Thank you all for sharing and reposting. Appreciate the support. Colette, thank you for the likes. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna move on. Cam, thank you for the shares. I'm gonna move on from the blue box, but decide what you're doing. If you know you're a few points away, you might do a little bit in one live, do another something in another live, and then you level up. But keep that in mind. Okay, so when it comes to, I'm sorry, let me get some water. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. So when it comes to growing, hey, Bounty and Bliss, how you doing, friend? Are you still on your cruise? You still on vacation? She was on a cruise ship, y'all. She was trying to go live. Oh, baby. TikTok was like, no, this ain't gonna work. um, so when it comes to the daily heartbeat, that's how you become part of someone's community. Yes, it's my last day. Enjoy. Enjoy. I love it. My husband loves cruises. I like them. I think I like being on land a little bit better though. It's one of those things where I'm one of those people where we do cruise for a little bit and then I want to get and do the excursions. And then we come back on a boat and we do what we're going to do there. So, but he loves it. He loves cruising. So we cruise quite often. Um, so when it comes to going live and joining someone's fan club, that's how you become part of their community. All right. So keep that in mind. I'm not going to go as deep into fan club. There's a whole lot to know there. You are a favorite problem. Thank you so much, friend. Um, so there's a whole lot to know there in terms of how do you continue to grow your fan club? How do you build your community? I want you guys to be intentional about setting it as your live goal. That was what I had as my live goal. That's why we heard that little cheer noise because we got 25 people. We satisfied that particular live goal. And also think about ways that you can they're cool, but I'm tired of people. I heard that, friend. Hey, friends, those who are coming in. Coach Rhonda, how you doing, friend? Chris, I just got back. I don't know what happened, but I'm back. All right, friend. Welcome back. Me too, land baby. I love that. Yes, yeah. I mean, hey, I like being on the land. I do. I do. Um, and so when it comes to your fan club, I want you guys to pay attention to that. Just so that you guys know, the fan club is really important because that tells you as a viewer the different ways to engage. Hey, Alice May. And so you have a checklist almost of things to do. Grab the daily heartbeat, put a comment in, set the live notification, send some popular, send the community gift, send some other exclusive fan club gifts if you want to do that, or some other gifts. You get points for all of it, and you level up. You could dress up the heartbeat and make it a little bit more fun for you. So there's all these things you can do. The live host, you're shouting out your people. You're growing your fan club. You might get some super fans that become super fans and want your other benefits. So all that is a strategy. I want you guys to know that. I'm not talking about fan clubs today, but just know it's important for the live stream. And it's part of your monetization too, because you want active fan club members. So you said easy song for beginners. What were you saying about 25 people? Was that about the fan club? It was. I set it as a live goal where I set 25 as my live goal for this live here, 25 heart me's as my live goal, and we achieved that. So I've been setting my live goal lately because, well, I'm gonna give you all the backstory real quick. Hey fam, how you doing, Bay Culture? Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. So, backstory is that July was my birthday month, and I did some travels. I wasn't going live twice a day. I did one a day, probably half the month when you add up all the days, when you really think about it. It was probably a good 12 to maybe even 14, 15 days out the month of July that I did not do two a day. And so that actually had an impact to my visibility. Just so that you guys know, I'm being fully transparent. TikTok is used to seeing me twice a day. It's used to me going live in terms of a month, my duration, my live duration is easily 120 hours. It's probably upwards of 150 on average. And so I did not do anything near that. I was going live when I was on vacation one time for 1 hour at times. I didn't do none of what I normally do. And so for the impact to that is that my fan club dropped. I wasn't here. I wasn't visible. The numbers dropped. The numbers got almost down to 200. So right now it's 518, but it got much lower. My highest number ever was upwards of 800, but just know it dwindled. And so a strategy, just so that you guys understand some different things you can do, is that my live goal, I've been doing it my twice a days. I've been setting my live goal as the heart me. One of those goals is the heart me. And I've been intentional about trying to drive that up. And so I'm really working in the month of August to kind of build a little bit more momentum and get visibility and come back in a way that I wasn't doing previously. All right. So just wanted to let you guys understand why I did that, just in case you were curious about my process. But you was on vacation. It's not like that was all of the time deal. Ooh, we're gonna get to that in a second, friend. Chris, let me explain. We're about to start. We're gonna go into the lead conversation in a second, because what I said earlier, Starling Digital, welcome to the room, friend. Be sure you're saying hello to folks as you're connecting, so that's good. You said story there. Yes, it is something you want to pay attention to when it comes to the leagues. So when it comes to, we're gonna segue to the league so that you guys understand this. Let me give my quick caveat. I got a couple things I want to say first. Hey, Courtney, thank you for that daily heart. I appreciate it, friend. Coach Rhonda, thank you for the populars. Caveat. If you are not a live host and you are a new live host, meaning that you just started, you haven't done 30 days yet, maybe you haven't even done 60, like 2 months. If you're like still new into this, depending on how often you're going live, if you're not going live daily, what I'm about to tell you is not something I normally teach. I actually would say don't pay attention to this fully, because I don't want you to start tracking your league, because it's going to frustrate you because you're not doing the things yet that would warrant this to be something that you will be successful at in terms of making sure you're growing and making forward progress. Does that make sense? I don't want you guys to be frustrated by that. If you are not daily, this is going to frustrate you. And I'm going to explain how to pay attention to it. But it does require you to pay attention to this on a more consistent basis, a daily basis. All right? Because it is geared towards a 24-hour ranking and how you're performing as a live host. How much do I have to do to be in your program? In terms of going live, Chris, do you go live yet? Let me know if you're going live yet. And if you go live, I would say try to go live at least 4 days out the week for a minimum of 61 minutes. All right. So leagues we're going to go into. Next thing I want to make a point to. I talked about this probably like 30 minutes ago because we've been live exactly an hour. Not yet. Okay. So first you got to start going live, because TikTok requires that you to already have live access to join an agency. It's a free program, but you already have to be a live host and make sure that you're going to continue to show up as a live host. Okay, so keep that in mind. That's most important. Next, we talked about this about 30 minutes ago. I'm going to ask again, who knows how to get diamonds? Okay, maybe I should ask this question. What are diamonds? What are diamonds? Okay, put that in the chat for me. Nope, not me. Okay, I do not. You don't know? No clue. No clue. All right, I don't know by gifting. Okay, okay. So as a live host, so earlier we put the word girl's best friends. It is a girl's best friend, and it is TikTok's best friend. We just said that TikTok loves them too. All right. Diamonds are collected from gifts. Yes. So we're going to talk about this because I want you guys to understand that we just talked about viewers and how you're tracking your points, how you're leveling up as a viewer because you are gifting. All right. is what you get when you're gifted. Yep, that's it. Our points to levels. Um, Maria, points to levels as viewers. Yes, you're collecting points and you're leveling up. Yes, that is true. From a viewer lens, not a live host, from a viewer. Get them from sending gifts, from receiving gifts, maybe, okay, maybe too transparent. Welcome to the room, clueless. You're right. You're fine. We're teaching here today. Diamonds maintain your level, maintain your league. But yes, diamonds is for live hosts. So let's do this real quick. Everybody in the chat, put the word blue. I'm sorry, box. Put the word box in the chat. Put the word box, BOX. Put the word box in the chat so we can see something. So when you put the word box in the chat, click your photo. Okay, click your photo. Chat's moving. Click your photo. This is the agency page. Now I said earlier, I love you, the best teacher. You're welcome. I told you this is you as a viewer. This is your level, your gifting level. Okay, LV24. This is you as a fan club member for my room. You have a level for that too. This account is LV17. So those are two things that you are as viewers. That is for you all. This box here, when you look at this box, is empty for me right now, but some of you guys see yours. So hopefully you guys see yours. It will show a brown shaped diamond. It's like a diamond box. And it's gonna say your level as your league level in a number. So it's gonna say a letter and a number together. It's always that combination. It starts at D5. It goes from D4, D3, D2, D1. That is the D league. That's the beginner league. Everybody starts at D5 and you move up. Then you graduate to C league and you start at C5, C5, C4, C3, C2, C1. That's the C league. Then you graduate to the B league. I'm in the B league. I'm B5, B5, B4, B3, B2, B1. Then you graduate up to the A league. A leagues are the higher league people. Those are people who have grown and they are collected diamonds. That's what this 3.28 means, is diamonds. I'm going to explain all the other things here too. But they've graduated to the A league, and it goes A5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So again, these are the different leagues. If you have it here, this is you as a live host. Okay? So that's the live host hat. Right now you guys are viewers, and so you can see where you're at as a live host. But obviously when you're live, you can have an impact on how that league changes. What's the reward benefit of being in a higher league? More money, more monetization. That's the main reason. That's the main reason. More money. Yeah, so I'll break that down, but yeah, more money, more dollars. Yep. Mm-hmm. You earn more. The higher you are. Hello again. Hey. Yeah, that's it. More money. That's it. Maybe bigger community, maybe not, but more money. That's the main reason. Hey, Mari, thank you so much. Hey, Sick, how you doing? Tickle, thank you so much for being here. Mrs. Treetop, welcome to the room. So where was I going with this? Leagues. You gotta know your leagues. I work as a cleaner. Welcome to the room, friend. You more money and lots to maintain to stay there. More money, more problems. Just saying. You do. You gotta. It is hard. It's hard to stay. I want money. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, friend. Diamonds and frags. I'll talk about that in a second. Yeah, it is hard to stay there. I've got 4 children. All right, friend. Yeah, that's totally fine. That's what I am having a hard time with, finding the things that are talking about I can't find. So here's what I'm going to say. So you as a viewer, you as a live host, the box that's not showing. If you want to get to that box, I'm going to go through the gift gallery to show how to get there. We'll talk about that in a second. I was about to say my league is B5. You heard Wani say it's harder to stay there. Harder to stay there. I just want you guys to keep that in perspective, because it is about how long you're going live, what time of day you go live. That factors in. What happens in that live in terms of the gifting engagement and people supporting that live stream for you to either stay where you're at or advance and not drop down, because you can drop down. So by me going live, I was somewhat strategic. I can't say I was totally strategic, but I was somewhat strategic because I think before I went on vacation and I knew I was gonna drop down and stuff, I was B4. I don't think I was B3. I'm gonna say B4. I don't think I was B3. I think it was B4 with 3 fragments, and I think I had 2 shields. I think that's what it was. So I was strategic enough to make sure that I knew I was going to drop in the month of July, but I didn't drop too far down. I dropped enough. I dropped significantly, but it wasn't to the point where I totally dropped out of the B league. But I could have. I was very close to. So, and so just keep in mind, there's things like that you're gonna have to pay attention to. Thank you so much. New live host, and I'm on probation period before I can earn money. Um, no, I don't know where you're located. Diamonds maintain your league. That's what you're saying. Yes, diamonds maintain your league. You're collecting diamonds so you can stay in your league. I don't know where you're located. Simply mean for you to make that comment, but you can earn diamonds and gifting and monetize from the very first live if people are sending gifts. So that's from day one. But I'm not sure what you meant by that. I'm a daily person on TikTok right now. I've got the time to do this the right way. Okay, perfect. Oh, you're in London, Mari? Okay. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So yeah, the very first live you can start getting gifting from people. Yeah. So yeah. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all. Hey JB. Thank you all for being here. So as you guys are thinking about leagues, let's do this. So you have your profile showing. I'm going to show you how to check yours. So if yours is showing, just click it and you'll see a screen that's going to pop up that says your league, and it's going to break it down. If it's not showing, like my live, I want you to click that box, that gift gallery box, and at the upper corner it says your league. This one says B4, so I'm going to click it. Tap at my screen there. This screen pops up, and then it says view the creators league. So it says the D4 gift gallery, and then I'm going to click it here, and that's the screen that you should have gotten to if you were able to press it, because it was there showing up for you. That the other box was. Since mine was empty, I had to go this roundabout way to see it, and so this is what you should see. You should see it for your room, your league, okay, not for my league. So most people, this account doesn't go live a lot. So it went live a couple times last week, and it was a D5, and then now it's moved up to D4. Okay? And so there was a little bit of gifting that happened. So we collected a fragment. Fragments, as you can see here, that little almost nugget, it looks like a little diamond stud. It is called a fragment. Think of it as a credit. So as you're collecting these fragments, you're collecting 3 credits for the league. Then if you get a 4th one, it leads you up. It makes you go to the next level, and you have a credit there. So I went up, I collected enough, so I went up, and now I have 1, 2, and then I'm gonna need a 3rd one to get to D3. So that's why it says I need 3 fragments, the 2 that are there, plus the 1 for the new league. And so I need 3 fragments to move in advance. You get fragments based off going live. When you go live, TikTok has almost like a timeline. Think about this timeline as a timeline based on your ranking. You're competing against everybody in that league. So all the B5ers I'm competing against. And if I do well, I'll advance to the next level. If I don't go live, or if I don't do well in the live that I did do, I'm going to slowly get lower. I'm going to go backwards. I have this time to do it in. This is a 24-hour clock. I'm on the East Coast. The clock changes at midnight. So 6 hours and 19 minutes from now, it's 5:40. So 6 hours and 19 minutes from now, the time will change. It will reset, and the clock will go back to another 24 hours. Does that make sense? So within this 24-hour time frame, I'm working to either maintain where I'm at. I'm going to show you guys this closer. Maintain where I'm at, or get a new fragment, or if I don't do all that, I could drop down. All right. New here, new to TikTok. Hey, friend, how you doing? Kim Love Jones, welcome to the room. Thanks for breaking this down. Very helpful. You're welcome, friend. You are so welcome. Not a problem. And so keep this in mind. The clock matters. Clock matters, which means the time you go live matters. So right now it says 3.8K to get one diamond. There's still 6 hours left. Still 6 hours left in the day. It just went up 3.9K. It was 3.8 a second ago. Because more people are going live. People are going live in the B League. And so they're pushing me back. They're making me have to get more to advance. So theoretically, you really want to pay attention to this towards the end of the day, closer to reset, so that whatever you need, maybe you go live an hour before, 2 hours before. So whatever you get and earn, you're really having a more accurate account of what you're going to need to either stay safe or get another fragment. All right. So thank you all. I see that engagement. Thank you so much. Escalate TV, you want to make sure you don't dry tag. When you click somebody's name and don't put a message behind it, TikTok says that's bots behavior. You're not being genuine. So you want to make sure you always say hello, say something to people, because otherwise that's considered dry tagging. All right. That makes more sense to me now. You literally have to go live every day to maintain it. Yep. Yeah, so as you start going live more often, so Wani, I love that because you've been going live. Are you right at, how long have you been, friend? You're right at 30 days or 60? Are you closer to 60? How many days has it been for you? Hey, Miss Barbara, welcome to the room. 30 days. Okay. So this is probably about the time you should start honing into it. Yeah, if you want to. But again, if you don't go live daily, then it's going to be something that's going to kind of frustrate you. Thank you so much. This is so helpful. You're welcome, Susan. Appreciate you all. Thank you for the roses. I see everybody giving the roses. Thank you for the populars. I see you, Tasha B. And the Dr. Lisa Cares. Thank you so much. I'm almost at C4. That's good. That's good. You've grown quite a bit. Nick, welcome to the room. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, friend. Let's get our friend out of the room that is not talking anything we want to hear. So let's recap. So you're trying to get these fragments, you're trying to get these credits, the fragment credits. That's what you're trying to get based on the diamonds that you receive. Thank you for the Dr. Lisa Cares. Appreciate you, sweetheart. You said always good to be here. Thank you, friend. Learning a lot. You're welcome. So you're paying attention to your fragment. You're paying attention this time. You're paying attention to what it says you need. You need 160 more diamonds to get one fragment. Now, what does that actually mean? We know right now is 6 hours left. 160 fragments is not what you're going to need in the next 6 hours because more people are going live. It's D4. As people go live, they're going to push us back down. So we're going to need even more diamonds. Does that make sense? So 161 right now, by the time reset happens, it could be closer to 500. Okay? 500 diamonds. I would say that's probably what's needed to just make sure you are in the 20 percentile and you get a fragment. And depending on, maybe it's 2 fragments, but I doubt it. I think it's going to be more like 1 fragment. So again, does that make sense for anybody who's here? Thank you for this information. You're welcome, Annie. So this timeline says a couple things. In the D League, you can't lose. You can't lose a fragment because it says it here. Hey, Digital. It says here you get 0, you'll get 1. If you're in this 99%, you're going to get 0. So you're not going to lose a fragment. If you're here at 20%, you'll earn a fragment. And then at 10%, you'll earn 2 fragments. So you get fragments from the gifting and the diamonds that you collect. So say this live, this account went live, and maybe somebody sent a big gift, maybe a money gun or whatever. It's going to push me to this 20% range because I only need 161 right now to get it. So it's probably going to even push me to the 2% range. Is that going to be enough over the next 6 hours to get me to earn those two percentages? I'm going to venture the answer is no. I think it's going to have to be more than that, in my opinion. I'm not sure, but I think it will probably have to be more than that. Maybe it's like 700 diamonds to make it so that I do earn both those fragments. Because again, depending on what's happening in this D League, I'm getting pushed back. I can find what you showing right now. I can find what you're showing right now. Yes, Chris, you can follow me. It's a very good live. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate it. Chris, so let me start over. Anybody in the room who missed how I got here? Let's do this. Everybody in the room, put the word box in the chat. This ain't TV. You're right. Thank you all for tapping and engaging. I appreciate you all. Thank you for liking on this live and sharing. You can share the live out. We haven't gotten 100 shares yet. I just realized that. And we haven't got 100 taps, y'all. So if you guys don't mind sharing the live out, we can share the live out as well. So you put the word box in the chat. Then then click your photo where you put the word box. Click your photo. So everybody in the room, if you put the word box, then I want you to click your photo. And when you click your photo, your information pops up. And then, so Chris, make sure you're following me on this. So you should have clicked your photo. You see your mini profile, and it shows you as a viewer here, your level. It shows you as a fan club member here. And then this box that's empty, there's a box not showing for me right now. I'm trying to charge my phone. We'll see if this works. No, I don't. Chris, click your photo where you said, no, I don't. Click your photo. I'm going to click it for you. Click your photo. Chris, that's where you at. Click your photo. See that? Just click it. There you go. Your box is not showing there. So I want you to click this gift gallery box. You're a D5. You haven't gone live before. So, and then I want you to click this D5 in the corner. And then the screen pops up. It tells me it's a D5 gift gallery. TikTok sets your gallery. You can't set the gallery. It's always TikTok. Thank you all. Everyone put box in the chat. And then I want you to click the Creator League. We're going to click that area. And it shows me D5. So I can read this. In my interpretation, I would have easily said, Chris, have you ever gone live? And he would have said no, because he already told me he never went live. But I would have known that because he is at 99 percentile, meaning that he didn't go live today because there would have been some movement here. He has no fragments that he's earned as of yet. And it's pretty much telling him that he needs the 67, which is the minimum. So this speaks brand new, never went live. Now, there could be somebody in the room who hasn't gone live in like 2 or 3 days, and they look just like Chris. Which means, again, I would have said either you haven't gone live or you haven't done too many lives yet. I know how to find it now. Yep. So I would have easily been able to read that and say, oh, this person's new, or they haven't been going live much. They just started the journey. Because if they had gone live today, there would have been movement here. Manifestation mindset. Welcome to the room, friend. So it drops every day. It's a daily ranking. Yep. You're paying attention to it every single day. And that was my caveat early on. I was like, hey, if you're not a daily live host, this is going to frustrate you. So you want to be careful about that. I haven't done it on my own page. Okay. So who's somebody who's gone live that is still new-ish? Who's somebody who's a new live host? So D League is the beginner league. Let's do a D Leaguer that's gone live, and I can talk about them. Anybody in the room that's a D Leaguer that we can look at? You said, okay, Jen, I'll do you, friend. So this is my friend Jen. I'm newish. Okay. All right. Good. Let's see. I have never gone live. Okay, Stella. So your chart is going to look just like Chris. So it's going to look exactly like what we just saw. So Jen, I'm going to click hers. Her box is not showing up either, but I'm going to go through the gift gallery. New Generation, welcome to the room, friend. New Generation show. I'm going to click the box here in the corner. We're going to get her creator league here. So we're going to click this little, okay. So she's a D league. She's a D4. She looks just like my account. However, my account didn't go live today. The agency page I showed you. So D4 with 1 fragment. She needs 2 fragments to finish up the D4 series, and she's going to need an extra one to start the D3 series. So that's why it says you need 3 fragments to get to D3. She's gone live today already. Only plan to do certain days of the week. When I do, okay, every day may be difficult to be consistent. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so you figure out what your schedule is, what you can do. And then you can decide if you can add more as time goes on. So this told me that she's gone live. You see how there's some movement here? It's shaded in. She's not going to lose her fragment. So because the D League from D5, 4, 3, 2, you do not lose a fragment. Once you get to D1, hey Coco, once you get to D1, anybody in the room who's a D1, let me know. Once you get to D1, then you lose. You drop down, you lose that fragment, all that can happen. So you're really focused on maintaining or leaguing up. Okay, Coco approved, welcome to the room. Thank you for the Daily Heart Meets friends. Superwoman Strong, welcome to the room. Oh no, that's me, that's you, Tasha B. Okay, give me 1 second, I'm gonna look at yours in a second. So here, in this scenario, our friend Jen, she's going to gain a fragment, potentially. There's still 6 hours and 8 minutes left. You see that? Or you can see it up here on my clock here. Same time clock. There's still 6 hours and 7 minutes left. But she has to kind of stay in that area. This area here. She has to stay there so she can gain a fragment. So if she stays there before the night is over, before reset happens, she will get a fragment. Jen, you're close. I would tell you to pay attention to this. I think you're going to get it. I think it's going to be real tight, but I think you're going to get it. So you might earn a fragment tomorrow. So losing any fragments will take you back to D1 from C5. So if you're C5 right now, depends on how many fragments you have. So for like Jen's case, she has 1 fragment. I have 1 fragment. It won't drop me down. You'll just have no fragments. And so the next time you drop down, you are dropping down a league. So it just depends on how many fragments you have to kind of be a placeholder, or how many shields. If you have a shield, it'll stop you from dropping down. So it shields you from losing your space, your place. I need 6 women to be with your agency or what? You need to go live 3 times to get full access. That's TikTok's rule. So you want to get full access by going live, and then just make those lives as long as you can. 61 minutes would be ideal, and then you can join. And then you just have to have a plan to continue to go live. So how do you get a shield? A shield you get when you league up. So if our friend Jen gets to C3, D3, she'll get a shield because she went to the next league. So it's like a perk for going to the next league. TikTok will give you a shield. Yeah. So that's how you get a shield. So shields are given once you league up. So who was Tasha B? Were you my D5? Loch Ness Crown. You said, how do you check your league? I'm going to show you in a second because I'm going to demo it while I'm showing the next one. Your D1? Okay, I'm going to go to Tasha. Thank you so much. So my friend Jen, go live. If you want to go live again today, you might secure your spot by, just getting a few more diamonds. But I think you're going to be really close. So if I were you, I would tell you to go live tonight, or maybe go check your league. You don't even have to go live. Maybe check your league around 11:30 Eastern. I don't know what time zone you're in. But if you checked it around 11:30 Eastern, that'll kind of give you an indicator on if you're going to drop down. Like, is it super close? Let me go back to it. TikTok changed this look, this layout. I don't like it because they used to give you the how what your percentage was right then and there, and I love that because I can see my percentage, and I was like, oh, okay, look at it. It will say the percentage. It will say, oh, okay, I'm at this point right now. I'm like 16%, so I'm good because I'm not at 20 yet. So I think I'm gonna be good. They don't do that anymore. They made it harder for you to interpret this line. That was sneaky, TikTok, very sneaky. And so TikTok made it harder for you to interpret that line. So now you have to kind of gauge it. And so I would tell you, if you looked at this line later, and if it's like right there where the one is, and it's 11:30ish, you should be okay. I don't think you're gonna drop below. I think in 30 minutes you might be safe. Well, if you're at 60 by 11:30, is that good? For Jen's situation, she wouldn't have a fragment, but she's fine. She wouldn't lose her fragment. She wouldn't earn a fragment. She's trying to earn one because she's in a space where she can earn it. Um, they said I need 70 more diamonds before I lose one. So you gotta go live. Once you go live, you just need to make sure you're in the safe space. Okay. I have 3 shields in my level up rewards collection. What does that mean? Let me look in a second, Lauren. Let me do Tasha B first. How do you get diamonds? How do you get diamonds? Sweet Sadie, and what are they for? Diamonds are for live hosts to show that you are growing and monetizing as a live host, growing in your league, monetizing what you earn from your live stream. You'll get a percentage, and so that's what diamonds do. So they kind of gauge how much percentage you're going to get and how you're growing as a live host with your leagues. I'm going live again later. That's the plan anyway. Okay. Okay. Well, again, just pay attention to this and see where it has you at. Um, so yeah, that's what the diamonds are for. You are dropping knowledge. Thank you so much, friend. I'm D3. I usually go live 2 to 3 times per day, but I don't go live. I didn't go live today. I don't see any shields. How many fragments do you have? How many of these credits do you have? You're gonna lose one. That's the answer. So you're gonna will you lose one? No, you're D3. No, you don't lose a fragment. I take that back. They don't drop you down. I don't think you're gonna lose one. I think you'll be fine. They don't drop you down when you're in D League. D5, 4, 3, 2, you don't get dropped. You don't drop down. So you should be fine. That's the problem. So Tasha B says she was Tasha B, let me see. I'll probably go up and find you. Let's see. Tasha B says she was a D1. So I just want to show you guys the difference. So Tasha B is here. Okay, Tasha B is here. She doesn't have her showing up either for me. So I'm going to click her gift gallery. And then under the gift gallery, her D League is there. So I'm going to click that. Hey, DD. And then under here, it says Creators League. So I'm going to click that. And then Capable Christy, welcome to the room. Others coming in, thank you all for the follows. If you haven't followed me, feel free to click that follow button. Thank you all for engaging. Can you check mines, please? Nick, 1 second. I think I got a couple people in front of you, but yes. So let's see. So she's D1 with a fragment. She needs 2 to finish up the D1 series. And she's going to need 1 more. That will be a total of 3 to get to C5. How does she get there? She has to have diamonds. So our friend hasn't gone live. Have you gone live on this account today, Tasha B? I'm going to say no from looking at it. I'm assuming you haven't gone live. So what happens is, as of right now, 6 hours on the dot left. No, not yet tonight. Okay. Hey, Margot. So she hasn't gone live yet. So I'm going to say right now, with 6 hours left on the live stream, she would lose a fragment. She's going to lose that 1 fragment she got. She will lose it. Because now with D1, it says -1. So there's no not losing a fragment. Remember, I just said that to our friend who asked the question about his D3. I said, oh, D3, you should keep it because you're not going to lose it because this says 0. But now, when you get to D1, it says -1. So you're going to drop down. They're going to take it away. if you are in this area. Then only way you can get it, you'll stay safe if you get to the 80%. And then if you want to get to the get one fragment, you got to get to the 20%, and then two fragments will be 10%. So you need enough diamonds that will carry you through that area, the 80% on into the 20 and the 10%. How can I see this information if I am not on live? You would go to your creator ranking. So this is a ranking as a creator. You're going to go to your creator ranking under the live center. So really quickly, you're going to click TikTok Studio on your profile. If you're on your profile, click TikTok Studio. Then you're going to click at the top, it'll say post and it'll say live. You're going to click the live side. That's called the live center. You go to the live center, and then you're going to scroll down to tools and resources. And under tools and resources, click the arrow so you can see all the tools and resources boxes. And you're going to click the one that says creator ranking. And then you click your league, and then at the bottom your name. New from FYP. Thank you so much, Ashley. Welcome to the room. Thanks for checking on me. You're welcome, friend. So keep that in mind. If you have a shield, you would keep that fragment, Tasha B. So a shield would allow you to maintain it until the next time you go live. Or at least, I'm sorry, one day. I shouldn't say next time, but one day. Let me know if that's all good, friend. Looks like I need to be on now for 5 hours. No, you just need to be on to stay safe. Depends on what happens in that live stream. At D1, if you got 1,000 coin gift, a galaxy or something like that, you should be safe. Probably wouldn't get you a fragment, but it'll at least make you safe so you wouldn't lose it. Let's see. Anybody else? I think it was Laura. No, wait. Laura wanted to know her level. So let's see. Laura, drop another comment in if you're still here. Others coming in, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. If you haven't shared out the live, we're short of 100 shares. Let's see if we can get those shares up. Thank you for the populars. I see you all. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys coming in. Lauren, I'm saying Laura. Lauren, I apologize, Lauren. If you're still in the room, drop a comment for me. Drop a comment if you're still in the room. How much is 1,000 coin gift worth? 1,000 diamonds? Are you saying money wise? It depends on how you got your coins. But you said shields, and you said you have multiple shields. Depends on how you got your coins, but roughly $10. Yeah, so that's like a galaxy or something. Yeah, roughly $10. But could be less. It should be less than that if you got it for the discounted rate. Let's see. Our friend, Okay, Lauren, so we're here. Her box is showing up, which is great. We're gonna click here. And so Lauren, so you're right where I said to Jen earlier. I was like, ooh, check where you're at around 11:30. Remember I made that comment to her? Because if she's here at 11:30, she should be fine. But you're not fine. You're not fine. So you need to go live again, or else you're gonna lose one of those shields. I'm pretty confident of that. I don't think this is going to stay safe for the next 5 hours, 6 hours almost. I think you're gonna drop down. You're gonna lose a fragment, or you're gonna lose a shield. You said you had 3 shields. Okay, so you would lose a shield. You would lose a shield. Somebody said TikTok takes a shield and a fragment. I hope that's not the case, but I think they take a shield. So you should stay where you're at. Below the screen it says 1 of 3 shields. So yeah, you would use one of those shields. Yeah. So that's what will happen. You don't have to do anything. They're just going to take it. Why is that important regarding the shield? The shield helps to shield your position. It shields you. So she has a pretty good position at C5. And so she wants to stay where she's at, where she wouldn't lose that fragment. So that's a pretty good position right now. So she will want to maintain that. And in order to maintain that, she has to make sure she does not, she either goes live and gets, 600 diamonds, and that'll push that out a little bit more, and that should be enough. Or you use a shield. It says I need um, to get to this fragment, to get to that fragment. So you're here to get to this one fragment here. So you're not gonna lose, but if you want to get a fragment to get to that 20%, they're saying you need that 2.3. That's what they're saying. Do you need the 2.3 to move this over enough? No. If you got a 500 or 1,000 coin gift, you should be fine. Yeah. To last you throughout the rest of the day. All right, friends. Let me know if there's other questions about that. How do you know where the table that explains the coin values are? The table that explains the coin values, that's you can search for that on the home screen. So search. It's a mixed bag. I tell people don't, pay attention to each of those, because each time I looked at them, it's different coins, different amounts. So take it for what it's worth. But yeah, your method is so simple. You're welcome. So I should go live to maintain my status. What is the goal regarding the shields and fragments? You want to continue to maintain them. You want to continue to, what's the goal? Shields and fragments. Shields you want to collect, so when you go on vacation, like I did in July, I had enough shields so that when I got ready to drop, I dropped fragments, and I moved down to the B League because I had the fragments all for the B4 league. I was in B4, the one above this. I dropped down to B5, and I've been making sure I've been able to maintain it since. So if you don't get any points, you lose fragments. If you don't get any gifts, you lose fragments. Yeah, it depends on how many you have to, get for your league or whatever you're at. But yeah. So gifts gives you the diamonds needed. These are diamonds. That 3.9 represents diamonds. Okay. Hey Devon, welcome to the room. So a 10-day trip means you have to go live. I went on vacation to Morocco. I went international, and I went live every day. I did. Went live every day. Now, did I get my shields? Did I get what I need? Did I say what I was falling. I fell gracefully. But, I some days I got enough of what I needed to sustain me, and some days I didn't. Some days, it went really well, and some days it just didn't go the way I planned it, and that's fine. But I knew that was going to happen because I knew I wasn't doing what I normally do. I was doing something with 200 diamonds. You're doing well, friend. You're growing. That's all growth. As you do this more, you'll get better. You're going to get better talking to your audience. You're going to get better engaging. All that is going to be growth. So don't give up. I don't want you guys to be discouraged. And my new friends, I don't want you guys to pay attention to this if you're not going live, and if you're not going live on a more consistent basis. Thank you so much, Ava. Thank you so much, friend. Let me see. Who was that? Who else was I supposed to look at? Was it Nick? I think you said you wanted me to look at yours. Let me know if that's the case. I'm trying to catch up on comments. I might have missed some. Yes, please. Okay, perfect. So you are a D5, and you just started your journey. Okay, so your screen is an example of where those percentages are showing up there. That to me was such a helpful tool. They took it away. That's why I'm saying TikTok was being real slick by that. But with that, you are right here. So you have you're not gaining a fragment, but you're in the safe zone because you're B5. So you don't have any fragments you've gotten. You haven't earned a fragment yet, and you won't do it today if you stay the way you're at. So you won't get a fragment. So you need to be in this area. So you're close, but you're not close enough. You're welcome. You deserve it. You are so kind and well spoken. God bless you. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that, Ava. I appreciate that. Thank you for this the kind words. Um, Sweet Sadie, can you review mine? You said, can you review your sweet? Um, can you analyze mine? Let me ask this question. Let me just make sure. Anyone who is B5, um, you wouldn't have any movement. So that's what I'm about to say. So my B5ers, I'm sorry, my D5ers. So both of those people who just said to analyze theirs, you're brand new. There's no movement yet. Um, you're still in the zone where I'll show this one. So Sadie's a little different. She has some fragments. Let me see. Annie, let's see. Yeah, Annie, you are, I'll show both of y'all. Okay. You guys are different variations of each other. But you're kind of like Nick. So each one of y'all is slightly different, but ultimately you're still kind of growing in the D League. So it's going to require you to go live and go live more often and get more diamonds and stuff. So that's pretty much what it's saying. Okay, so it's all this the reason some people have 100K followers and still be D5. Yeah, those people aren't going live. That's what I'm saying. Those people probably aren't live hosts because D5 is the first level. Everyone starts at D5. So if you're 100K followers and you're D5, then you're not going live. I learned so much. I learn as I go. Yep. I plan to, thank you, Daniela. Welcome to the room. I plan to do TikTok shop as my side hustle, not really hosting. Okay. Does that apply to this shop? You decide, even if you're a host, and that's kind of what I was saying earlier, even as a host, you decide how much you want to pay attention to the leads. You make that decision. So it does apply to shop. It can apply to shop hosts if you want to make it something you want to focus on in addition to doing shop. Most people probably don't because a lot of gifting doesn't necessarily happen in a traditional shop live. Hey Richie, in a traditional shop live, the gifting doesn't happen to that magnitude. But the way I do shop, there's times I turn on products in my shopping cart and there's still gifting and engagement in shop is being done. So it just depends on how you approach it. But most people don't do they don't necessarily focus as much on the live streaming aspects as much as they're focusing on the commissions, the sales from shop. Yeah. So Sadie, sweet Sadie, I'm gonna click you real quick. So you're here. We're gonna go to your D5 box. We're gonna go up here and click that D5 in the corner. It tells you your league, and it says your D5. So you've collected some fragments. You're about to finish the D League series. However, right now you're in the safe zone, so you're not going to lose these fragments, but you're not going to earn one. You're not too far off from earning one though, because it says 51 for right now. So pretty much 5 hours and 45 minutes into this. So if you were strategic, you could go live again since you're so close. You could go live again and earn a fragment before the night is over, before the 5 hours and 45 minutes is over. I would tell you to go live maybe, depending on what you're doing in your live and stuff, maybe go live within an hour or maybe 2 hours and get enough diamonds based on engagement in your room that would take you to earn a fragment. Or maybe two where you league up to D4. So that could be an option too. Annie, let's click you real quick. Annie, what did I just do? I'm clicking names. Let's go here. And just so that you guys know, if you haven't followed me, follow the live host, go ahead and follow. Annie, you didn't follow yet. So make sure you're following the live host. Be sure, if you haven't gotten your daily heart me, you can also click join to get your daily heart me as well. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so this makes sense on why TikTok sends go live recommendations. To just encourage you, hey Auntie Mel, just to encourage you to go live in general. Yeah, they'll send reminders too. Yeah, that's true. I think I'm D2. I have to get my live schedule together. There we go. Um, MA Boss, let me know if you have any questions. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you. Hello, I'm following you and I have the notification on. Thank you so much, Stella. I appreciate it. Appreciate you all. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate the support. Um, let's see. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate that. There was somebody else. It says that I'm following you. It says that, okay, perfect. Perfect. Um, there was somebody else I saw. I want to make sure I commented on. MA Boss Academy. Let me know if you want me to check yours next. If you want to, because I think you did say that earlier. So let me know if you did. Um, so, so Annie, here's what I will say. Yes, okay. So here's what I will say. So you haven't gotten a fragment yet. You are pretty much positioned to get one fragment before the day is over. So because you're in here was no fragments, here you're all the way almost close to getting two fragments. If you went live, it says you need 32 more diamonds to get two fragments. Now you're going to need more than that because we're still 5 hours and 45 minutes or so from the day being over until reset. But you could go live again if you got enough engagement. Maybe you got 300 diamonds, something in that ballpark. You would definitely earn it. Okay, so that would give you enough fragments to earn. You're definitely going to get one because I don't see that dropping down too far where you wouldn't get it. So I'm thinking you're definitely going to get one, but you're close to getting two, and that just requires you to go live again. Okay, so that's what I would tell you. Everyone get daily harmony. Thank you so much, Beauty Within. I see you, friend. Thank you all. If you haven't gotten your daily heart me, grab your daily heart me. Also follow the live host too. Thank you all for supporting. Let's see, my friend MS. Appreciate you guys. I'm gonna do this for a few more minutes. Hey, Lady Nabe, welcome to the room. Others coming in. Hey, Delisha. Delicia, thank you so much, friend. Let's see. And so this is our friend. So this is our friend, MA Boss. You are here. So you're a D2er. So it still has you where, did you go live today? I'm going to say you didn't. Did you go live today? Let me know if you went live today. I'm going to assume you hadn't gone live yet. Thank you all for being here. You're welcome. You're welcome, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Going at 8. Okay. So yeah. So you're here at the beginning. That's why I said I could tell you hadn't gone live yet because you're you're zero movement here. So you're not gonna get you're not gonna lose a fragment if you didn't go live. You got one fragment. You wouldn't lose, but you would need to get enough diamonds. It says 310 right now. Obviously, that's going to increase because we're still over 5 hours. So, but to get into the 20 percentile would be your goal. So 310 is what you need as of right now. You're probably going to need before the day is out. If you really want to earn a fragment, you're probably going to need close to like 500, 600 diamonds, I would say. African Flavors, welcome to the room. So keep that in mind. So you're going to need some more fragments to secure that diamond that you're trying to get. Thank you all for supporting. Appreciate everybody who's coming in. If you guys are new to my room, put new in the chat. I had a few other people who said they wanted me to do theirs. Let's see. We'll do a few more. I might have missed some of you all. Let's see. Yeah, the diamond number will increase by the end of the day, Lauren. Will increase or decrease. No, it's increasing. So if you guys remember, I remember looking up here and it was 3.9. Now it's 4.0 that's needed. So it's increasing as the day goes on because more people are going live. It's pushing me back even more. it's causing me to, you know, have to work harder in terms of getting diamonds so that I stay safe. Um, and so just keep that in mind. My Jessica, let me see where you're at. D2. Jessica, you're looking just like our friend MA Boss, the one I just showed. You guys are twins. So I think she had one diamond. Thank you, friend. Appreciate that, Eva. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. See, now it's changed. It's 3.9. So that's how that works. But it's gonna creep up because we still got over 5 hours left. This is a ranking. So yeah, Jessica, you're similar. So you need to go live. You just got the same amount, 310 that you need to get in that zone. You haven't gone live today. So you would need to go live so that you can earn a fragment. Otherwise, you're not going to lose, but you're trying to earn so you can complete the D series. Um, and then our friend Courtney, let's see. Courtney, thank you all. Thank you, Teresa. Welcome to the room. Others coming in, appreciate you all. Um, Thank you all for supporting. Yes, we got 100K taps. Courtney, you look just like the others. You are similar. You're D3. You got 2 fragments. You need to go live. Daddy's girl, welcome to the room. It says you need 216 to get to 1 fragment. You're going to need more than that before the day is out. But again, if you're trying to earn a fragment, you would need a fragment to complete the D3 series. All right? So that's what you're trying to do. Let me know if there's other questions. Let me know if there's questions. Hey, Kurt, welcome to the room, friend. Thank you for the shares. Thank you guys for the populars and the roses. Sorry, but I missed it. Where can I find my ranking if I'm not live? You would find it under the Live Center. So if you are on your profile page, and you click TikTok Studio, you see the word post, you see live. This is called the Live Center. So you're going to the Live Center, and then you're going to scroll down. You see tools and resources. You see that little arrow? Click the arrow. So it shows all the boxes. The boxes here says create a ranking. If you click that, it shows your ranking, your league here. Go to the league side, and then find you at the bottom. Click that, and then it shows this ranking. All right, that's where you go. Let's see. You guys welcome. Thank you so much. For newbies, can you give a 1-minute summary of what is happening here? I can, friend, because I'm gonna say very clear. You're welcome. Thank you so much. How many times you have to go live a day to see some host on here? About 3 times a day. It depends on what's happening in their room, especially if they're an A-leaguer. You see them quite a bit because they're trying to make sure they get enough diamonds to stay safe. Remember I showed you the safe zone, or to get another fragment if they need to. But most of them are trying to stay where they're at. Shows D1 by my name, but C5, when I click it, my gallery is still D. Your gallery stays that D gallery all week long. Next week it'll be a C5 gallery. So whatever you started the week off at is where it's going to be. So, the gallery resets, Coach Rhonda. It resets on Sunday at midnight, Monday technically. And so it's that way from Monday to the next Sunday. So reset would make it the next gallery. And ultimately your league, though, does advance throughout the week. You're not stuck with that same league all week. So it will advance throughout the week. So that's why you see that difference. Okay. Oh, yeah. So gallery resets every Monday. Yep. Monday at 12:01 a.m. Yep. So, okay. Yep. That's why it does that. Are you good with understanding your gallery, Coach Rhonda? Let me know. Let me do a recap for our friends who are new here. Can you show me where the sound effects are? Sound effects are going to be right here where you guys see the gift box. I see a wand. It looks like a little pencil. That's what you're going to click. You're going to click that for the sound effects. Um, so how many times you have to go live a day to see? I see somehow. So when it comes to this lead conversation, and then follower of God, you said explain fragments and their significance. I'm going to recap for you guys. Let me do a recap. But Ava, when it comes to this fragment conversation, this lead conversation, some live hosts are paying attention to this because it's every single day. It's a daily ranking, and it determines how you're growing as a live host. So if you're paying attention to it and you're really paying attention to your diamonds, tell you guys what gets measured gets done. Then you kind of figure out strategies so that you are getting more engagement, more participation. What are you saying to your community? How are you getting them to support you? How are you getting them to engage? What is it about what you do that wants them to engage? How do you get supporters? Maybe you have a team approach and you support people, and you go to their room and do support for them, and they come back to you and do support for you. So it's like quick pro quo approach to it. And so again, some people do that. Some of those A-leaguers are very much focused on that. Some people just have people who just love them and want to support them. And then some people, kind of like me, because I'm doing this training, people appreciate it and they're supporting that way. For the most part, I get it. It confuses me when I'm crossing over leagues. Yes. And that's just for that week. That crossover is happening. It depends on if you are staying in that league by Sunday too. Sunday matters because reset happens. So if you drop down on Sunday, then you're not gonna switch over. You know what I'm saying? So you got to pay attention to what happens on Sunday too. So this is the purpose of the battles. That's why they do the battles. Yep. That's why a lot of people will battle, because battle is a great way to kind of get engagement, and so people use that for it too. Battles generate momentum, generate income, the monetization. Yep, yep. I understand. Yep. um, Let me do a recap for some of our friends in the room. So this conversation was directly related to this sticker. This is what we were talking about. And so what I did was teach you how to find yours and look at it, and then ideally how to understand it more. So we were talking about leagues. Leagues are for live hosts. I'm the live host. You guys are viewers right now. So as far as the leagues being impacted, you have to go live to league up or say we're at, or pay attention to what's happening if you're going to gain and get a fragment. All right. Good evening. How you doing, Tanya? Thank you so much, Tamara. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you both for getting that daily heart. We understand. Thank you. I'm listening. Hi, everyone. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So thank you. I see you, beauty within. Appreciate your friend. Let's do that engagement. Velma, welcome to the room. Appreciate you. I said Velma. Viola. Saw the M. Viola. Thank you so much for being here. Um, Good evening, all. So when it comes to this conversation, I did a couple things. I showed you guys how to look at your league as a viewer. I'm sorry, your level as a viewer. The one thing you need to recognize and understand is that as you go live, I do like Scooby Doo. As you go live, people who send you gifts, those gifts, 5 roses, those roses equate to live hosts as diamonds. That's the equivalent. So you guys send me a gift, it equals diamonds for me. And that's what I'm collecting. These are diamonds. Where it says 3.9K, that's diamonds. So diamonds impact what league you're in. It also impacts how much you're going to earn from the Scale Live rewards. So it's part of your monetization strategy too. It serves 2 different purposes. Okay? So I want to make sure I said that. You said, how much time would you say that you have in this TikTok stuff? How much time I've had in the year and now 8 months, 9 months that I've been doing this? A lot. For live, live streaming, yeah, I've been doing it almost over a year and a half. Every day, twice a day, most days. Yeah. Gifts equal diamonds. Yep, gifts equals diamonds, Stella. Yep. 120K, let's go. Let's see if we can get to 200K. You're so sweet. Let's see if we can get to 125K. So I'm about to get off, y'all. It's 6:30. I'm about to get off. But I appreciate y'all so much. Let me know if there's any last minute questions. I'm gonna get off shortly. I know my new friends coming in. I probably didn't give this justice in terms of really explaining what's happening here. But just know, as you go live, I don't want you to get consumed by this early. That's why I don't. That's why I really don't talk about it too much, because I don't want you guys to focus on this process. The goal for you as a new person on this app is to engage, build your community, and then as you're building community, understand different things you can do to support your community, help yourself grow. Hey, how you doing? Porch Talk with Pamela and Moonflower. Welcome to the room, my friends. Thank you. I appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. Kim Love Jones, thank you so much for flying back in here. Appreciate you all. So I don't want you to focus on leagues per se, because at the end of the day, this is about you showing up, being consistent, building community, engaging with people so that people want to get to know, like, and trust you. And because of that, they keep coming back. They keep coming back to support. They become fan club members, and those fan club members start engaging more. And then as you're thinking about different things you're doing in your life that's helping them, you know, learn, grow, be inspired, be entertained by you, then all of a sudden you can start paying attention to your leads, because maybe the gifting and engagement they're doing is helping you grow as a live host. And maybe you bring that to the forefront so they understand, here's what your goals are, here's what you're trying to do. All right. Thank you so much, Ava. I appreciate it. Definitely said there's your 125K. Thank you so much. Love you guys. We did it. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate that. Agreed. Learning and building. That's the focus. This is what I'm trying to do. Stop in while at work. I can't stay long. No problem, friend. I appreciate you, friend. Um, I had a great live today, and so many others that followed went on paper for next time. Kimmy said 150K. I'm going to get off shortly, though. But yes, I so appreciate you guys. Very educational. You guys are welcome. Definitely come back. Hey, Ocean Summers. If you love it over here, appreciate it, friend. If you are new to my room and you have not followed the live host and you have not gotten your Daily Heart Me, under the Daily Heart Me, you can set a notification as part of one of the things you want to do. Hey, Ann's Place, welcome to the room. Set a notification so that you can know when I go live and I post content. I go live daily, twice a day. So 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern, I go live. You guys can come back live every day. I usually come in around 10:15ish. I'm going to try to get closer back to 10, y'all. I'm going to try my best. But I do co-stream on YouTube, so because of that, that impacts how quickly I can start my live. So, but I'm gonna try to get my scheduling back on point. So I got to get back because I was doing well, and then I just got off target with when I start my lives. Because what'll happen is I go to rooms to engage, and I'm going into someone's room right when I'm supposed to be going live, y'all. And so I do that too many times. I gotta slow that up some. So I gotta figure out my scheduling. I swapped out by accident. Oh, appreciate you coming back, friend. Remember, yes. So we're doing Launch Your Income Battle Weekend. Thank you for reminding me. If you are in the agency, we are doing a battle. We don't have required battles, but this is something we've been doing, and people can opt in to participate. So tomorrow is battle day. If you are not going to participate, let me know. Porch Talk with Pamela, let me know if you're interested. Moonflower, we are definitely doing it. I brought the tapper. Okay, tapper from the shop, and it's amazing. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you all. You're the best. Thank you so much, friend. Ghost Rider House, welcome to the room, friend. Mickey, welcome to the room. And so definitely know, just definitely let me know if you're not going to be able to participate. So I want to remove people from the roster. I have a few names I need to remove, and then let me know if you're in the room now if you can't do it. I don't know where it was listed, but didn't realize it was under TikTok settings. For what? For the match event? Yeah, so pairing is there, but I need to do some musical chairs. So don't get married to who you see right now. Question, please. I'm about to do TikTok shop. Can I do both TikTok shop and live streaming through your agency? Yes. Yes, Ocean Summers. Yes, you can. Night is late over here. Thank you. You're welcome, Stella. Where'd you say you were at? You were in London? What time is the match? 7 p.m. Eastern, which is 4 p.m. Is that right? Is that right? 4 p.m. Pacific time, I think. Oh no, you don't. I did promo for L, and I already London, please. 4 p.m. me. Yes, I'm in. Okay, 4 p.m. Yes, I'm late. Um, I don't know if L confirmed. Did L you gonna do it? L you in the room? Hey Yolanda, how you doing, friend? So L, are you here? She did. Okay, she did with you. Okay, good. Okay, then I'll keep you guys. You're good. We'll keep it the same. I'm glad I checked it today. Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay, so Portia Chocolate Pamela, you're in. I'm gonna put you down for yes. I just want to make sure. I had to go back and check some people. Kim Love Jones, did you say yes? Are you still here? Ocean Summer. So you said also, can all brand deals be through your agency too? What do you mean by brand deals? Tell me more. Thank you so much, friend. No, your brand deals is your brand. What your deals? Let me know what you meant by that. I have to check. Coach Rhonda, what you checking? You checking and let me know if you can do it. I'm here. Kim, were you doing Kim Love Jones and Coach Rhonda? I guess both of y'all. Were y'all both able to do the battle night, 7 p.m. Eastern? Let me know. Now that I say that out loud, I think both of y'all I need confirmation from. Can you explain how we can get diamonds by our name to increase? Ava, you're talking about your box 20. Let me know if that's what you meant. The 20, the blue box 20. Um, I had to duck off. What you talking about? Teresa, I'm about to close out. I was just confirming agency stuff. But those who are interested in agency, message me. I'll do a quick spiel about the agency. So if you're in the room and you are interested, Ocean Summer, I heard you ask questions. If you want to message me, thank you. Just put agency. Put agency so I know it's the agency that you're interested in. And then send me questions. I'm happy to answer. I guess I want to clarify what you meant by brand deals. I didn't see that was matched with anyone. You're not yet. I did that on purpose because I was trying to confirm who all is gonna participate. So I need to take some people out, and then I'll make sure some people are added too. I will miss you soon to clarify. Okay, I will message you to clarify. Okay, perfect. When is it? Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. 7 p.m. Eastern. Agency. Ava, do me a favor. Press this yellow box, Service Plus. Press that Service Plus box. And then type agency. Let me know if that's what you're interested in. Thank you so much, friend. I'm gonna answer your question too. So Kim, who am I battling? You haven't been assigned yet. I didn't assign folks yet. Let me know if you're a yes. Then are you a yes? And Coach Rhonda, are you a yes? Let me know if you guys are yeses or nos. And these are only agency folks. Okay, so Coach Rhonda, you're a yes. Okay. Are you discussing battles? You know what? We're doing, so what we've done, Yolanda, is that we have like every third Saturday, we do a battle night. We're doing only agency this time. We're going to open it up. I'm probably going to do another one next Saturday and see if people want to get paired with people from other agencies. I'm going to post that probably starting tomorrow. But it's for our battle night for tomorrow. I'm just getting confirmation. Let me know if you want to participate. I have a funeral to go to tomorrow. Oh, wow. Okay. So, Kim, I'll just make sure I say no. Okay. I understand, friend. My condolences. Sorry to hear that. He said it might not be a good day for you. I know, friend. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, friend. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Okay, you're welcome. Okay. You do want to do it? Is that okay? Put me in? Or okay, you just ask the question? Let me know if you want me to add you. Say add if you want me to add you. because I don't think you're back yet. So let me know if you're back. Hey, Jessica, do you go live every day? I go live every single day. Um, um, Thank you so much, Teresa. I appreciate your friend. Do you go? Yeah, I go live every day, twice a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. So you guys are catching me. This is my 4 o'clock live. I've been live for 2 hours and 14 minutes. This is kind of a makeup a little bit because yesterday there was a storm and it knocked my live out before I hit an hour. So I was so bummed about that. It knocked the power out in the internet. Um, whose question was I supposed to answer? Just asking for now. Okay, understand. Whose question was I supposed to answer? I was supposed to answer a question. Hold on one second. Agency stuff, real quick. Agency. So, create a network agency owner, manager of Launch Your Income Agency, live host agency. You have to be live to join. It's a free program. It's free because TikTok gives you a percentage of your diamonds. Anything that happens in your live room in terms of gifting, you get those diamonds. You get a percentage of them depending on how your live did. TikTok takes the difference, and with the difference, they give a few percentage to the agency to support your growth. The goal is that you're here, you're going to be growing as a live host. So there's different things you can do in terms of training, monetization strategies, as well as understanding how to use some of the different features and stuff. And then agencies provide protection because we have a backstage system where we can go in and see if you got a violation. We can also submit an inquiry on your behalf. As well as if you're going to get banned, we can support you that way too. So agencies are needed if you're looking to grow as a live host and you want to be more consistent, you're trying to figure out what's working. So I would encourage you definitely to get an agency if you are going to take this more or less seriously, and then give yourself permission and patience to grow. A lot of people are rushing the process. That's why I don't like talking about leads. Matter of fact, let me delete that because I don't want you guys to get hung up on leagues when you're still trying to grow and understand this platform, understand how to be a good live host, how to do engagement. Thank you, friend. Appreciate your answer. And so keep that in mind. It's all a process. All right. I always say practice makes progress because I don't want you to be perfect. I don't want you to stress yourself, but you do have to go live. You have to show up. The algorithm has to get used to you. You got to know who you're talking about, what you're talking about, so that your live is of interest to them. So that is something you're going to practice and work on. And then over time, you'll build your community. People will come and engage, and that's going to even support you even greater. So, doing that is going to help. All right, going live on a consistent basis and showing up. So in my agency, I say go live at least 4 days out the week, if not more. Daily is better. Twice a day is even better. All the things that I'm doing, I talk about, I show you. I hopefully, if it's feasible for you, if you're able to, then you'll see some traction happen as well. Um, when it comes to the what I do, I go live twice a day, 10 a.m., 4 p.m. I also do weekly Zoom meetings on Sundays at 6:30 on Sunday evenings. We um, we do I do one-on-ones with you to look at your analytics on the back in the backstage system. It's called a performance review, and I give you tips and strategies to grow. Our community meetings are really good because you have other creators sharing their stories, sharing different tips and strategies they're using. So it's really helpful. You're with a great community. I tell people all the time, in order for you to grow those and start to build, you want people to network with you. You're going to have to network with them. All right. If you want people to come to your live, and especially within the agency, think about what your topic is. Not everybody's for everybody. I'm just going to say that out loud. But if you are showing up as a supporter, people will continue to support you back. All right. When you start to grow, how long before you can say, um, take this job and shove it? Um, it depends on it depends on what you're doing in your life, and depends on what your goals are. Um, yeah, it just depends. I don't necessarily, a couple things I try to avoid because I don't want to be misleading, because I don't want people to feel like my journey is going to be their journey, or my situation is not like some of my other creators' situation. We have somebody who's an A-leaguer. We got somebody who does tarot readings and she's doing darn good. And, I don't do tarot readings. I ain't an A-leaguer. So there's people out here who are doing things at a faster pace and they have a different live topic and strategy. It just depends on what you're doing. Um, so yeah, not everybody's gonna look the same. I think the average person though, with consistency, they usually say 6 months to a year, depends on what you're doing in your life and how you're pacing yourself and what's happening to build community. But it takes time. That doesn't happen overnight. And I think it's only fair to like recognize that. Nothing happens quickly. It's about consistency. And you find that with any social media platform. We talk about YouTube being the long game. Well, YouTubers will tell you they've been at it for 5, 10 years. It's not something quickly that they all of a sudden amassed a whole bunch of followers and their algorithm and room is doing well. Same thing here. There's people who will easily say they've been at it for several years pre-COVID, you know. And so just recognize it just depends on what's happening in your room, um, and what you're trying to do. Yeah, yeah. And you say, and then there's me, push talking Pamela, you so funny. Yeah, it's too many variables to answer that. It is. It is. Yeah, that would be disingenuous if I really truly tried to answer that. Yeah. You said you going live for the first time this weekend. All right, Bay Culture. I see you, friend. Yeah, definitely message out and share that you're going live. Good luck on your first live. Yes. Well, I'm going to go. I want to go to the store before it gets real late. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, friend. I don't want it to be too stressful. There we go. Yep. Yeah, so yeah, it just depends on what's going on. Thank you. Exactly what I've been needing to hear. Answer my question before I can ask. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, so I'm not in the not in for the money. I'm in it for the connections, but the money doesn't hurt. That's true. That's true for all of us. That's true for all of us. Yeah, my husband was like, "Okay, you're doing the Lord's work." So I was like, "Really, really? That's what we're doing now?" But no, it's fun. It's fun. The money will come. Just stay at it. I tell people that all the time. You got to be consistent. Got to be consistent. 2 hours is better. Yep. Yeah. The longer you go to, the more you can dedicate. I think that helps too. Thank you for the new learning. I got it. Okay. Take care, Annie. If you're interested in the agency, I'm about to get off myself. Message me. We go live. I go live. We have a school community, SKOOL, where you can get resources, my live strategy guide, new live host checklist. We also have I post messages there that you need to know, new updates, and other people post in there as well. Um, we have group chats here on TikTok, so you can share your live, share your content. We also have what else am I trying to say? Um, I do the one-on-ones. We do campaigns. We have referral bonuses that are out there for you. So there's a lot to earn and do with even within the agency. Depends on how you're growing. I've been doing some campaigns that are not for the top performers. It's for the people who are moderate and trying to be consistent at it. And so it just depends on what you're doing, and how you're gonna approach it. The other thing I will say, TikTok has rules about who can join the agency. You have to be a live host first. You have to be going live. You cannot join an agency if you already belong to one. It's one per person for one account, and it's actually the account that you make the most diamonds with, the one you grew the most with. And then also keep in mind you want to make sure that the agency is free because TikTok pays it. So TikTok pays you with the diamonds you've earned, and then they get their cut, and then they use a few percentages to pay the agency. So that's how it works. So the main goal for the agency is to continue to recruit and bring people in. And some people go live frequently, some people don't. So the goal is to continue to help you with your live journey, help you with protection, navigating. Hey, Richie, navigating if you get violations or banned, and then helping you understand restrictions. This week I was talking about the monetization that was happening where TikTok was restricting a lot of people in their live and taking their money. And so just understanding how that happens and what needs to change in your life, agencies can support you in that way. A lot of people don't understand. And that's why they had a webinar where I invited our creators to it so you can hear it from TikTok. I talked about it here and I'm going to talk about it in our agency meeting on Sunday, but you got to know what you can and can't do in your live stream. So that's going to be so important, friends. Michaela, welcome to the room, friend. So you got to know what you can and can't do. And TikTok is changing and tightening things up a little bit too. So keep that in mind as well. Let me know if there's other questions. I appreciate you all being here. I'm going to jump off shortly. Ava, welcome to the room. Thank you so much for the roses and welcome. If you are interested in the agency, let me post this one more time. Well, actually, I can't. Can they take money you already earned? Yes. In the live stream, yeah, they demonetize you if you're violation. If you're in violation of their guidelines, community guidelines, the live monetization guidelines. Absolutely, they take what people gifted you. They will. Yeah. Happy Friday. How you doing, Keita? Yeah. So be mindful of that. That is something that happens. Dr. Lisa, what time is it there so I can work out time differences? It is 6:50 p.m. Eastern time zone. Yep, I'm in Florida, so 6:50 right now. Yeah, these TikTok streets, yes. So you got to be careful. I tell that, I didn't go through it in this live. The last couple of days, I've been talking about that monetization, the demonetization that can happen, because they've been really strict about what's happening in these live streams. And be careful about what you're saying and doing. Yeah. So definitely be careful about what you're saying and doing. It matters. You're going to change your words, change your thinking. TikTok is trying to improve its image. so, so yeah, just be careful about that, you all. I appreciate you all being here. I'm going to head off shortly. So let me know if there's any last minute questions. Thank you all. Claim your points. If you grabbed your daily heart me, claim your points so that you can level up in the room. Erica, thank you for the follow. If you haven't followed me, definitely follow the live host as well. NYC Vic, welcome to the room. But yet it lets the oh no, the Lord, the songs. You know what's Porch Talk with Pamela? I was in a creator's room, not somebody in the agency, but somebody else. I finally heard that song. I was like, oh, that's the song. Yeah, yeah. I was like, that's the song. I was like, oh my gosh. I follow the same as joining the fan club, same as Daily Heart Me. Is following the same as joining the fan club, same as Daily Heart Me? Following is just following the live host. It should say follow up here if you haven't done it. Daily Heart Me and fan club are the same. You get your Daily Heart Me to join the fan club or as a member of the fan club. That's something you want to do daily. Yep. See what I mean? Over and over 8 times. I know. Soldier Girl, welcome to the room. I know. I was like, oh. I hadn't heard it. I don't think when you sent it, it didn't play, so it didn't make sense to me. So yeah, I hadn't heard it. You about to go live? Who else is about to? Kim Love Jones. She does relationship healing. Kim Love Jones. I'm gonna pin her. She's about to go live. Who else is about to go live? Definitely follow her and connect with her. She's awesome. See what I mean? Over and over. Yes. 7 p.m. Eastern. She's about to do 7 p.m. Eastern. She does relationship healing. Anybody else want to put in the chat? If you're going to go live, what's your topic, your time, and your time zone? So I can ping you real quick. And then let me know. I may go live tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. Why'd you say may? You said I may go live. We'll see. Tanya, you may go live. I'm going to pin that. And then Porch Talk, 7 p.m. PST for Porch Talk with Tim. So Porch Talk. She sits on her porch and she's having a whole conversation, y'all. Enjoy it. It's fluid art. Ooh, I love that. Yes. I did that as a team building in my former life. That was good. Love you, Dr. Lisa. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you all. Thank you all for being here. Love Porch Talk. Yes. Yes, it's good. So much fun. It is. I love the you never know what you end up doing. It's so unique every time you do it. Yeah. All right, my friends. That was lovely. Thank you all for being here. Have a great evening, Yolanda Marie. Appreciate your friend. How do I know You say, how do I know if I am with a creator? If you're with a creator network, were you in here when I showed you where the creator rankings were under the Live Center? That same tools and resource area, click the creator network box. There's a box there for creator network to see which one you belong to. Going live tonight at 10. JB, love it. She is doing Funky Freestyle Fridays. Hey, pals. How you doing, friend? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you all. I appreciate you all. Thank you all for being here. And so agency talk, JB, she's going live. She's PST time also. She's going live tonight, and it's Funky Freestyle Fridays. Definitely get there. She has a great live with some great music. Very very nostalgic. I had to go to bed. I had to go to bed. I was like, ma'am, I'm gonna be here all night long. I looked at the clock. I was like, I gotta go to bed. I gotta go to bed. She's a different time zone for me. She's I'm Eastern, so she goes live when it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. so so I got to go to bed. So I was like, oh gosh, I can't hang out in the club with you all night on a on a um on a Wednesday night. I was like, wait a minute, let me go to bed. So I appreciate you though, friend. Let me jump off. Let me check in with the family because I think we were going to try to go to dinner, but we'll see. But if you are interested in the agency, if you're interested in one-on-one consultations, coaching, I offer consultations as well to help you with building your live, helping you understand the live streaming process based on what your needs are. And then if you want to join the agency, you can message me here and say agency. And so, or click the service plus, which is the yellow box right here. Okay, yellow arrow. Thank you all on the YT as well. Who was Porch Talk with Pamela Person? Let's see. Right here. This is Pamela. Let's see. What time did you say you were going live? I'm find yours. Okay, this is her. That's Keita, that's her. So she has different topics she covers. Some are, just laid back and relaxed topics, and some of them are a little bit more serious and make you kind of really think about life choices and what you're doing, and just porch talks, just different conversations. So you gotta appreciate somebody who's kind of bringing those moments to this platform. We don't see that all the time, so she does a good job of bringing that to light for us. You said I need a topic tonight. My guests, they can decide. Guest choice. Like, what do I suggest? I don't know. Um, Friday night. Um, I don't know. Friday night could be a fun night if you want to make a fun night. You could do the drawing game. That could be different if you want to do that. The guest canceled on my half hour ago. Oh, you were gonna have a guest? Yeah. You could do the drawing game. That could be fun, just as a relaxing way. Talk about canceled dates. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Being stood up. Because Friday night dates. Like going on a date. Being stood up. ChatGPT had great suggestions. Yeah. She canceled. Now I'm scrambling. Yeah. So ChatGPT. But I like the idea of people canceling. People no showing on you. People, you know, letting you down when you said good one, when you had planned so much and then all of a sudden they can't show up. You could ask chat to give you some different scenarios too, and just kind of play that out and read some of those different scenarios. Yeah, because that's relevant to today. Yeah, it is. Yeah. So, and you know how you going out with your friends, you think you're gonna go out, and then if you like me and I get in my comfortable clothes when I get home, I ain't going nowhere. Just saying. so, so y'all know what I'm talking about. People want to have you come out on a Friday night. You're like, hey, you want to come out? I ain't going nowhere. I'm in my comfortable clothes. so yeah. So maybe that's a good conversation for a Friday night. She has won her guest. Okay, because that's relevant today. Yes, comfy. Yeah. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Yeah. So I won't be doing it. All right, my dear friends, I so appreciate y'all. Y'all got me to go 2 hours and 30 minutes. So 2 hours and 30 minutes. I appreciate everybody who showed up today. If you don't mind, claim your points for the Heart Me so you can move up in my room. That's how you level up in a live host room. You claim those points. We never let you go. I know. I appreciate everybody. Thank you all for watching, liking, commenting, sharing out the live, sending those stickers. Also, all the gifting. You guys are wonderful people. I appreciate all the support. I tell you guys all the time, practice makes progress because I want you guys to go live. I want you to build community. I want you to grow. I don't want you to worry about being perfect. Okay? When you have that perfectionist mindset, it stops you. That overanalysis becomes paralysis, and then all of a sudden you're not doing it. And thank you, friend. Thank you, Michaela. I appreciate you grabbing that daily heart me too, friend. And so you can easily grow and do this. You grow into it. All right. It gets easier as you do it. In the beginning, it's awkward. In the beginning, you have all the growing pains. You have all the newness, new situations and experiences. But you get better. Okay. So that's the mindset you have to have, and the patience you have to have with yourself in TikTok, because TikTok will TikTok you. Oh, I had to get those in for your love. Thank you, friend. So I don't want you guys to think that, there's not a space for you. There's definitely a space for you, and you're building community. And then over time, we've been talking about monetization, but the monetization will come. But it just requires you to be intentional about showing up. All right? All right, my dear friends. I appreciate everybody here. Thank you so much for your support again. I will see you tomorrow, 10 o'clock ish. And 4 o'clock ish tomorrow. All right, take care. Bye bye. Thank you so much, my friends on the YT. I'm going to let you all go, but thank you so much for being here. I appreciate everybody who's here hanging out with me. Y'all take care. Bye bye.